You know I'm a big Ohio nigga. A lot of niggas know me in Ohio and they love me in Ohio, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy BVO Sports TV. We're back with another show, man. Shout out to the Sports Talk Network, man. We back with another video, man. Another live, man. Let me get this music together 1 second. How my brothers doing? We got my man Puerto Rican Free, the Puerto Rican Prince, and of course my man Prize, Richie Rich. What's going on, man? How you guys doing?
All right, chilling. What's up,
Hey,
Freeze?
so we got big news, man. Big news starting off the show. Rolly Romero is having a hard time making that Manny Pacquiao fight. So to my brother Mike Grimm, it's him, Mike Grimm. So to my brother CDK, man.
Shout out, brother Crush, OG.
So to my brother Crush as well. Hey, so what y'all brothers think about this, man? We got my man, Rolly Romero not able to make this Manny Pacquiao fight. What you guys think is gonna happen with this?
It shouldn't happen.
Crazy.
I mean, he should have a problem making the fight. The man don't want to unify. He's trying to cash out on an old man. It shouldn't happen. I mean, I don't knock Manny Pacquiao for trying to stay active in the sport of boxing, even though his career is pretty much over. But for a guy like Rolly Romero, you came off your biggest win by beating Ryan Garcia, and you trying to fight a 48-year-old man instead of fighting somebody for a unification fight. Or at least a top contender. Manny Pacquiao shouldn't be a top contender. The man was out of the ring for 3 years. He came back. He pretty much, in my opinion, he lost the fight, but he got a draw. And he's still a top contender. He shouldn't be a top contender. He's only a top contender because his name is Manny Pacquiao.
Hold on, Free. I thought you said Manny Pacquiao did a lot of work in his career.
Yeah, he did. The only reason why he's a top contender right now is because his name is Manny Pacquiao. If his name was Julio Jones, he would not be a top contender.
Hold on, Free switched all the way up. 1 minute, Free tell me Manny Pacquiao done put a lot of work in the sport. He done done his time in the sport.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If you get somebody, let's say he has the same resume as Manny Pacquiao, but he doesn't have the country behind him. He's an American fighter. He has the same resume as Manny Pacquiao, but he's an American fighter. He's 48 years old. He was out of the ring for 3 years. He came back and got a draw with Mario Barrio, which a lot of people thought he lost because they thought Mario Barrio was holding punches. You think the people will be behind him saying he's a top contender?
Well, I guess you're right.
I think that Rolly's pricing itself out. I think that's what it is, because this shouldn't be complicated to make. I think Rolly's asking for... Huh?
And he the A-side?
No, not the A-side. There's nobody at welterweight that's going to be the A-side over Manny Pacquiao.
No, I'm talking about over Devin Haney, because Devin Haney talking about he want to unify with him. I'm just saying, but wouldn't Rolly be the A-side?
He's not the A-side over Devin Haney.
Didn't he fight Tank?
So what? Didn't Devin fight Loma?
Hold on, Free. You told me Loma wasn't no star, Free. See, Free, we catching you today, Free. You told me Loma wasn't no pay-per-view star.
I'm talking about according to the boxing industry, they put Loma on this high pedestal. So yes, Rolly fought Tank, but the difference is Rolly lost to Tank. Devin beat Loma.
I give you that. I'll say this: even though he fought Tank and then he beat Ryan, I thought that would put him up. I thought that would put him up there a little bit. You don't think so?
Not over Pacquiao, bro.
No,
Or
you
Devin.
put him
I'm talking over Devin.
over Pacquiao?
No, over Devin, not Pacquiao.
Even over
Pacquiao
Devin.
definitely.
No, Rolly only fought on one pay-per-view, and he lost that fight. He lost to Pitbull Cruz.
Badly.
He's not a household name. Devin's name is bigger than Rolly's. Devin is a
Yeah.
bigger draw than Rolly. Rolly can sell a fight, but
Mm-hmm.
Devin is a bigger draw than Rolly. If you just go off of these guys is fighting in a main event, and then they let's say they fight the same opponent. Both of these guys are fighting a guy that's not really known like that. Devin will have a bigger crowd than Rolly will have at his fight. Devin is a bigger name than Rolly Romero.
All right, I'll take that. What you think about it, Prize?
Yeah, Devin's name is definitely bigger than Rolly Romero. But Rolly been around the block though. You know, he fought Tank. You know, Ryan, Pitbull, Cruz. So, I mean, but at the end of the day, he not the A side of nobody, bro. It's definitely Devin Haney.
He got one person that he is the A side of, Lewis Crocker. That's it.
I don't even know about that, but okay, I wouldn't argue. But
Well, I'll ask you this. So, came out today, Big Martin Bacoli said he wants to fight Moza Tume. We hadn't really seen Big Martin since he lost that fight to Joseph Parker, which if I look at it now, I thought he was super out of shape. Do you guys want to see Martin Bacoli go fight against Moza Tume?
as long as he in shape,
I wouldn't mind saying that. I mean, Moses need to get his name out there. He needs to get some more experience under his belt. I wouldn't mind saying that. I don't think that Martin McCauley can beat Moses. If he lost to Joseph Parker, I definitely think he'll lose to Moses because I think Moses is way better than Joseph Parker.
Well, wasn't he out of shape? You don't think that contributed to it, Free?
it definitely was.
No, I think Moses is better than Joseph Parker. I think Moses is better than Michael Hunter. In my opinion, he's a better boxer. He has better footwork, and he's a bigger puncher than both those guys. I think he'll lose.
You would put your money on him beating Parker? I mean, beating Michael Hunter?
Yes, I will put it on Moses.
Wow.
Most definitely.
You forgot Michael Hunter had some good rounds on Usyk.
I don't care what he had. I will put my money on Moses.
I like Free. Okay, what he had.
Against who?
Against Michael
Moses
Hunter
Tume.
or Martin McCauley. Against Michael Hunter or Martin McCauley. I got my money on Moses. I don't care what.
I think he'll stop Big Martin. But didn't we think that when Big Martin fought
come to the ring though?
didn't he fight Big Baby?
It might be all right.
He beat Big Baby, but Big Baby, we knew Big Baby had flaws. Like the flaws that I see in Big Baby, I don't see that in Moses. What's going on, Ray? I don't see those flaws that I saw with Big Baby in Moses. I don't see the same flaws. I see a guy that knows how to transition from offense to defense very well. He knows how to keep his head off the line. He knows how to use lateral movement when he needs to. So I don't see
Moses good.
Flaws. Yeah, I don't see the same flaws with Big Baby.
Well, let me ask you this. You the Puerto Rican Prince, so you're going to be honest on this. What do you think about the fact that we seen his handlers turn down the Frank Sanchez fight? Does that kind of give you cause to pause that they haven't really had him in any real step-up fights? Because Dillian White was half dead when he fought him.
It all depends on what's the next fight. If it's a fight that's not as good as a Frank Sanchez, then I would look at it a little sideways. Because Frank Sanchez, he can box. I don't think he can beat Moses. He can box. But if you set him up for a better fight than Frank Sanchez, then I'm like, okay, you didn't take the Frank Sanchez fight because they got a better fight on the horizon. So
he took the Jermaine Franklin fight, and we seen Dillian White beat him up. Like that was pretty much like salute to my man CDK. That was pretty much like Eddie Hearn's American Punk. Like anybody, he was written them out to people.
But see, Jermaine Franklin is a guy that has been stopped. He's a tough individual. So maybe they see something in Jermaine Franklin like that. They want a durable guy that's never been stopped, and they want to see if he can get this guy out of here. Because if he goes out there and he stops Jermaine Franklin, He's done something that AJ's never done. He's done something that nobody that fought Jermaine Franklin has ever done.
I'll give you that. What you think about it, CDK? What you think about seeing my man Moses Tume fight Martin Bacoli?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, what's going on, Timmy?
What's good with y'all, man? What's good with y'all, man? Free, I ain't get to tell you Happy New Year. I got to talk to everybody else. I think it's a good fight. I think it's a very good fight, man. I like both of those guys. I like Bacoli as well. I want to see him. I think he needs to be in a step-up fight. The Frank Sanchez would have been a great fight. I like it. You know what I'm saying? Frank Sanchez, to me, is a really good boxer, like Free said. So I would have loved to see that fight right there, man, to see what he could do. I think Jerry Big Baby Anderson, we know what he is now. I'm going to say it. I think he's a mediocre fighter at best. So, you know, I think he's going downhill. From here on, it's downhill for him. I mean, he's not going to beat I don't think he can beat any of the upper echelon.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know that.
All I can say is this, man.
You speak very well and you're black. How did that happen?
I think he checked out. No, perfect. I think when he lost to Martin Bacoli, he checked out of the sport of boxing. We seen him in his very next fight after that. The man, he looked like he was upset that he had to fight that night.
Well, he looked good, Free. You forgot he looked good. He looked good in that
I
fight.
won't say he looked good. He looked okay, but he's mentally checked out. He's mentally checked out.
I'm talking about, like, we seen the combinations. We kind of seen all that last night. He only cried about the elbows.
It's not the same. Like, before the Martin Bacoli fight, even though he said he wasn't planning on doing boxing forever, we still seen a guy that was excited to fight. We don't see that anymore. At least the fight after the Martin Bacoli, we haven't seen that. And this has been the longest that we have seen him not have a fight. Normally we would see Big Baby Anderson in the ring every 6-7 months. We haven't seen this man in the ring. It's been going on over a year now since he's been in the ring.
I think you gotta wait till we see what's going on with this Tubi stuff. You know, they're gonna be on Top Rank Classics.
They could put him on Tubi. They could have put him on an undercard on Tubi, just like anybody else they put on Tubi. They put his bag on Xander Zayas on Tubi, and he's fighting unification.
Hey, but this is the thing that got me with this. So Martin Bacoli's team came out and said when they got the offer from Moses, they sent back a counter, and Moses never answered. What you guys think about that? Was that a good sign or a bad sign that Moses never answered the counter offer?
For who?
For Bacoli?
When Moses sent the offer to Bacoli.
And Bacoli never responded?
No, he responded with a counter offer. But you got to remember, Frank Warren pretty much has like 6 or 7 of the top heavyweights. So whatever he offers is final.
Well, I wouldn't put that on Moses. It's up to the promoter. The promoter is the one that's making the fight. Moses is not making the fight. So I'm not going to put that on Moses. He don't do the negotiation. He's not that type of fighter at this point in his career. He's just a guy that they say, okay, this is their next opponent. He's just going to run you and fight him. So he's not at that level where he's making a negotiation. So that's up to his promoter. They sent the offer over. They sent the counter offer. Then his promoter got to respond to the counter offer. Either it's a yes or they're going to say, no, this is the counter offer to your counter offer.
So speaking of that, man, one thing that came across my desk that kind of had me excited. What do you guys think about? Looks like Vladimir Klitschko has scheduled a fight. He's supposed to come back in June. Are you guys excited about having Vladimir Klitschko back in the ring?
Man, if Klitschko coming back, they might as well put him in a fight with Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao won't get back in the ring. Put those 2 old guys in the fight.
Right.
Man,
I agree.
Klitschko he need to have several.
He don't turn February until the end of the. He don't turn free to the end of the year. Free,
bro.
Dang.
Stop, bro.
You got a 48-year-old man still trying to fight, and you got a 52, 53-year-old man still trying to fight. Put them 2 old dudes in the ring together.
Yeah, well, they should do an exhibition together. Klitschko and Pacquiao. That would be massive.
You a goofball. But let me ask you guys this. So something that came
a
out,
wrestling match.
So when we see the Deontay Wilder and the War Zora, there's only one War Zora. It's going to be Zilly Zhang and Triple D on that same card. Are you guys excited about that heavyweight card? Let's see, Triple D,
Oh,
Deontay Wilder, Ward Jazor, Big Bang Zhang, all on the same card.
it's a decent card. I won't say it's a great card. It's a decent card. I mean, you got two guys that's in their 40s, or three guys that's in their 40s, and one guy that's what 26, 27 years old. So I mean,
Hey, free being negative today, dude.
I'm
I
just
believe
saying,
the card when I see it.
I wouldn't say
Tell the
it's a
truth.
great card. It's a decent card. I wouldn't say it's a
Hey,
great card.
where is BD Free at? This is a hardcore free. I ain't seen him in months, man.
I'm just being honest. You got three guys out of the four that's well in their 40s.
Yep.
They well in their 40s.
You know, I guess that's true, but I didn't realize. But you know what? I think Ward Jazor might be turning 40, and Deontay might be 40. So to my man Champ Ross. I'm not sure. Smash the like button. When you smash the like button, guys, make sure y'all smash the like button. I'm not sure, but I'll say this though. No matter how it goes, I think Deontay Wilder better be careful because he can get knocked out by Ward Jazor.
I mean, you talking about if you like I'm saying something wrong. That's like me, Dub right side, CDK, and Pride, and then I got my stepson playing point guard. We all going to play 5-on-5. We got a squad right here. Like, man, how y'all niggas old? Y'all niggas old. Y'all got one young dude, everybody else old.
Right. For real.
I feel that you rough though, man. So speaking of that, what you guys think about the upcoming fight with Clarissa Shields versus one of my favorite, Franchon Cruz? What you guys think about that fight? I think that's gonna be a massive fight. Did you see Franchon push Clarissa?
No, I didn't see that. When recently?
Yeah, it was. They did another. I think like a press conference
Like a little face-off, John.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I love Franchon. I just think she's gonna get beat up bad.
I think they trying to sell the fight because everybody knows that they're good friends, and even when they going back and forth, they cracking jokes with each other, both of them laughing. So I think they just trying to sell the fight because nobody really is buying into the fight. Granted, Franchise Cruz is a decent fighter. Carissa Shields is a great fighter. We already seen them fight before. The only difference is these young ladies are older now. So we like, okay, is it going to be different? The only thing I can see is Carissa Shields might be more experienced because that was her very first fight. She's more experienced now, and Franchise Cruz is older now.
Yeah,
so,
that was what I was about to say.
I'm like, I don't see it being too much different than what it was the first time they fought. The only difference is maybe Franchise Cruz get beat up worse.
Wow.
Yeah, she gonna get beat up worse.
Freaky your hard way to go. This brother ain't giving nobody.
She might make it more competitive though. It's not like
I'm agreeing with Free, man. Free on the road with everything.
But it's not like Franchon ain't gotten better as well though.
Hey, no, I'm saying my man Free is on people's neck tonight, man.
Because the truth.
She gonna get beat up. It's not even.
Champ Ross said it's just a cash out for
I'm just saying, just look at Franchise Cruz's last couple of fights. All she's really doing is laying on her opponents. She'll throw a quick combination that she'll hold the lane on them. With a female like Carissa Shields who got good footwork, I don't know if she's going to be able to do that.
Yeah, she ain't doing no road work.
Can beat her. I don't think, and I love Franchon. I don't think Franchon or Shadasia Green can beat Clarissa. I just don't think so.
Yeah,
I
and
could be wrong. I just don't think so.
Good observation, champ. That's another thing. Franchise Cruz is adding on more weight. She's already gassing out at 68. Now you adding on more weight.
She want to try to lay on Clarissa, like you said, but I think Clarissa gonna be on her A game, bro.
It worked for Klitschko.
She ain't Klitschko.
Klitschko was all
she didn't have Manuel
right
Stewart, and she ain't have Manuel Stewart either.
So let me ask you guys this. Now we all seen Keyshawn Davis. The channel put out a video of him with a belt. I guess him and his homeboy was whooping the curb, saying I guess that was his dad, Andy Cruz. My question is this: do you think Devin Haney can step in and be a better father to Keyshawn when they fight than Andy Cruz was?
No, I think it'd probably be the same. You got a dad that put belt to your ass, and now you're gonna have a stepfather that's gonna put belt to your ass.
That's the problem with him. He don't have a dad that whoop his behind before, so that's why he acts out and crash out like that. I get it though, but because you got to think like. So the reason why I'm not, I think he's corny with how he did it and the timing. But you got to remember, this man Andy Cruz running around here calling Keyshawn his son. Like Andy Cruz, like I'm your daddy. So for Keyshawn to bomb back after he lost is kind of understandable. But I mean, I wouldn't have done it because like you gotta go do that. You know what I mean? You not Mortala. You gotta go beat Andy Cruz. He should have been fought. He should have been fought the kid.
See, my whole thing with it, I understand what he was trying to do, but it don't look good with you doing it.
Yeah, the timing. That's what I'm saying, Free. The timing was way off.
Yeah, he lost to Raymond Muratalo. For one, that wasn't you. For two, Raymond Muratalo is better than any opponent that Keyshawn has ever faced. For three, he still whooped your tail every time y'all fought.
4 times.
You gotta get that back.
And look, and another thing, he act like he didn't want to fight Muratalo. He was talking about something. I ain't paying no sanctioning fees, and why would I need a new belt? And I ain't fighting him. And like Keyshawn, man, that nigga weird, bro. Well, I know what the problem is.
Keyshawn, he weird.
He said he ain't paying no sanctioning fees.
Yeah.
That's because you not gonna pay no sanctioning fee because you ain't gonna win.
Man,
I mean, I thought it was corny, but I understand it because
he's trying to be like Bud Crawford. I ain't paying no sanctioning fee. You just had a belt. Your last fight, you had a belt. You lost it on the scale. If you wouldn't have lost it on the scale, you would still be saying you were champion. You would have been still paying no sanctioning fees.
I seen a really good clip that made me think about Keyshawn.
Girly men.
I just think when you're dealing with girly men like that, it's kind of tough because that was like a woman's response, for him to be, I don't know. I just don't understand what he's trying to prove because the stuff that he do, that's what dudes who got just their mom at home do. You know what I mean? Just like you try to find strength and weird stuff. Like, what is you smacking the belt like you one did it?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I just didn't get that.
You didn't put no belt to ass on him, so and it was a close fight at that. It's not like Andy got smoked, but like for him to do that, I get it. The timing though, for me, I would have just been like, damn.
You know what I noticed about Keyshawn? Keyshawn likes to be a bully. He likes to be a bully, but the problem is he knows who to bully and who not to bully. Remember, he got walked up on by Frank Martin. He ain't trying to fight Frank Martin. He got called out multiple times about Andy Cruz. He ain't trying to fight Andy Cruz, but them other guys that don't say Keyshawn name, he calling them out all day long. He don't say nothing about those other guys. He don't say nothing about Frank Martin. He don't say nothing about Andy Cruz. But when it comes to everybody else, I get in the ring with him. I knock him out. Well, why are you not trying to make the fight with these two guys?
I want to see him. I want to see him get it on. But hey,
short because
he got a tough one
and ran up on you.
He got a tough one coming up though, because Jermaine Ortiz ain't no pushover. He's very declarated. Like he's solid, man. I don't know how that fight gonna go.
I mean,
but Keyshawn better come on his A game.
Knock him out. He should knock him out.
Knock out who?
I wouldn't say he's gonna knock him out. See, the thing with Jermaine Ortiz had a moment where he let his opponent take over the fight, and he would move more than he would throw punches. So if Jermaine Ortiz can stay busy and just use his boxing ability when he needs to, I think he can win this fight because I believe he's a better boxer than Keyshawn. I think Keyshawn got skills, but I think as a pure boxer, I think Jermaine Ortiz is a better pure boxer than Keyshawn is.
Yeah. I mean, Jermaine, I hope he make it tough. Because Jermaine can get in there. he can get in there and not let his hands go too, man. But I
That's what
think
I'm talking about.
if Keyshawn tries to engage a little bit more, I think that Jermaine will let his hands fly.
Yeah,
Because
I
like,
mean,
if you look at the Tio fight, Jermaine Ortiz was doing well in that fight, but it was too many moments where he wasn't letting his hands go. He was
Yeah,
just moving around the ring.
yeah.
I think he could have won that fight if he would have let his hands go. He was just moving around the ring, making sure he didn't get hit instead of setting up when Tio missed, make him pay when he missed. He was just
He would just
moving.
be out of
Tio would
there.
miss and then he'll get out the way instead of making him
yeah.
pay once he missed.
I thought he beat up Lomachenko. I know a lot of people don't think that, but I thought he beat up Lomachenko.
No, I thought he won that fight against Loma. I thought he won that fight.
I mean, it's just one of them fights where I think with him he's good, but not good enough. You know what I mean? He kind of got that. It's almost like, I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Baby Boy when Melvin hit Jody and he went through that glass table. I feel like that's Jermaine Ortiz. He's okay, but he's going through that glass table every time. I just feel like that every time you see him, he's going through that glass table because he just don't have it. You know what I mean? I heard something really funny about Jermaine Ortiz, that he's a poor man's Devin Haney. Would you guys agree with that assessment? A poor man's Devin Haney? I don't really see it.
No, I would say he's more. Jermaine Ortiz remind me of more of a Tevin Farmer. He remind me more of a Tevin Farmer. He got a lot of movement. He can box very well, but when he step up the competition, he always falls short. And that's the same thing I see with Tevin Farmer and Jermaine Ortiz. They both box very well, but when they step up the competition, they fall short. The difference is Tevin Farmer was able to capitalize on it one time out of his career, but I think the very next fight he ended up losing that title. So I think Jermaine Ortiz can probably become champion at some point in his career if he gets opportunity. But it just I mean I don't know what's going to happen in this fight because he has too many moments where he doesn't let his hand go. He's too busy about moving instead of making his opponent pay. Because you're going to see it's going to be multiple times in this fight. He's going to make Keyshawn miss. Instead of him countering Keyshawn, he's just going to move and reposition himself. There's going to be moments he's going to make Keyshawn miss, and there's going to be an opening where he can catch Keyshawn with a clean right hand. Instead of him throwing the right hand, he's just going to move.
We don't know that's all the way true though, Free. We're hoping that doesn't happen, but he does have a tendency to do that.
I'm telling you, you'll see. It's going to be moments. I've watched Jermaine Ortiz fight a lot of times, and he does it a lot. He does it a lot. It'll be moments where
he likes his style. Like he likes to just make you miss and make you look dumb instead of firing back.
He does it in almost every fight. There'll be moments where he'll make his opponent miss. Instead of him throwing a shot behind it, he'll just move. And it's an open shot. Instead of him just letting his hand go and landing a clean shot, which he could probably hurt his opponent or at least wobble him, he'll just move.
Yeah, that I definitely could say he does have a problem. He definitely has a problem kind of fighting. I feel like he like to box more than he like to fight. And let me ask you this though. This is something that just came out. Everybody know this weekend we about to have one of the biggest fights, probably for boxing, but not like it's not gonna be huge, heavy view wise or anything like that. But what you guys think about Shakur Sanchez calling out black fans, saying black fans don't support him, even though he said he's Puerto Rican now? What do you guys think about that?
I would tell him to look in the audience when he has his.
What you guys think? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I would tell him to look in.
Yeah, I can hear you.
When he has his next fight.
Yeah, I can hear you.
He can't hear us.
Hold on,
go out and come back in.
But can you hear me, Price? Free?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you can't hear us.
Okay, I don't know what happened to that. But I think the thing with Shakur calling out the black fans, I think that's just insecurity. The hardest thing in life is when you are being insecure and you don't know it. And I think it's hard to admit that you have to work on those things. We all have been insecure. It doesn't matter who you hold on one second.
He'll go back out and come back in.
Yeah, I think he need to go out and come back in.
No, he is. He is.
Yeah.
But I mean, what I'm hearing is that the Shakur and Tio fight not really doing too good financially. But I don't understand. It's still a good fight. I don't understand. Like, what do y'all boxing fans want?
The prices is too high.
But no, I think.
But I was looking at them. They
saying,
really not though. Not no
they
more.
Came down, but it's too late. It's too late.
They came down though. They came down a minute, like a couple weeks ago.
It's too late.
I mean, you gotta. I mean, like I mean, when you look at it, they're not really promoting the fight, so there's a lot of casuals that probably don't know that this fight is about to go on. I mean, unless they listening to YouTube and they watch our channel, they watching a couple of other channels, they probably don't know that this fight is about to go on because they're not promoting it. And the promotion that they do have is on the zone. A lot of casuals don't have the zone. The only casuals that have the zone is the ones that watch YouTube and we tell them the fight is going to be on the zone and they go get the zone. Like my family don't know anything about the zone. I was telling them, hey, y'all watch. I asked them last week. I said, y'all gonna watch the fight? And they were like, what fight? I'm like, the fight on the zone. They were like, what the hell is the zone? I'm like, the zone is a streaming app. That's where they have boxing at. They have a lot of boxing matches on there. They didn't know nothing about the zone. So it's a lot of casuals that don't know about the zone. So, and like I said, so they promoted it, and they only really promote it when they putting on a fight or they putting on another event. That's the only time they really promote it. It's not like they show a commercial every so often.
I'll say this: the thing that's so crazy about this whole episode, kind of going back to Shakur, is that Shakur kind of has to be honest with himself. And I think, to be honest, he doesn't realize that he's not being likable. He's not doing what he needs to do to kind of ingratiate himself with the fans. And I think when you pull stunts like, say, hey, you're not, to my brother Technique pulling up, when you say stuff like you're not black, that you're Puerto Rican now, and you've been black your whole life, I just don't get it. I think Shakur has kind of isolated his fans. And then when you kind of go through the man's resume, I got it pulled up here. It's kind of laughable, dog. Like I'm calling this dude the best fighter in the world. Out of his last, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 opponents, only ones we know was Willie Zepeda, Edwin De Los Santos, and Oscar Valdez. Those are the people that he's beat that's notable.
And
what the hell is that?
And technically, the only ones that's notable to the casuals are William Zepeda, Oscar Valdez. Most casuals don't know who Edwin De Los Santos is.
Yeah,
the only reason why we know who Edwin De Los Santos is because he beat El Rayo.
Yeah.
Now I've seen him fight before that though, but I didn't know who he was. I just happened to see him. So
the only reason why most people know who Edwin De Los Santos is, and that's when he popped on the scene when he beat El Rayo, because everybody thought El Rayo was going to beat this dude. They didn't know who he was. They thought he was going to beat him. Some people knew who he was, but most people didn't know who Edwin De Los Santos was, and they thought El Rayo was going to beat him. And he beat El Rayo, and they were like, "Oh, okay, we got to watch out for this dude." That's when he popped on the scene. But after that, you didn't really hear much about Edwin De Los Santos.
I just see when it comes to Shakur, you want to root for him, but he just makes it like impossible. Like the way he is, the way he talk about stuff is like he almost come across like he's like a I don't know. It's like he's like a fake gangster or something. You know what I mean? You ever like a wannabe, a wankster? Like he trying to talk like he's some thug or something. And like, bro, you're not that. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying, but I just don't understand when it comes to Shakur. He just is diabolical, man. To say he's Puerto Rican, I mean, The dude, man, he's diabolical,
I mean,
man. He's a poser, man.
I'm not mad if the man say he's Puerto Rican or not. I'm not mad about that because, like I said,
All of a sudden,
no, I don't care nothing about that. I mean, if the man never knew who his father, and then he found out his father was Puerto Rican, and he said, okay, I'm Puerto Rican. So be it. It is what it is. But I mean, like I said, when people come, the people that come out to support Shakur Stevenson is 90% black. It ain't Puerto Rican. You might have a few, but it's 90% black that come out and support Shakur Stevenson. All you gotta do is look at the crowd.
Man, he's a kid from Newark, bro. Like, I don't know what this Puerto Rican stuff is. He's a black kid from Newark.
Well, this is what he said. This ain't something I'm making up, bro. This is what he said.
I mean, there's a lot of black kids, quote unquote, that's black, and they say and then they're half Puerto Rican or they part Puerto Rican or whatever. I mean, Puerto Rican is black. I mean, it's part of the African descent, so it is black. So it doesn't make me a difference whether you say you Puerto Rican, whether you say you black, whatever you want to claim yourself is. I don't care if the man said he's Albanian. I don't care. If the boy can fight, the boy can fight.
I think I get what you're saying, Free, and we got to remind everybody, Free is a Puerto Rican as well, so I can see why he's having like more of a thoughtful answer to it. I just think what Shakur is, a man must know who you must be true to oneself. You know, I just think he just has a heart. You know, he just Brutus. It's one of the dopest things you ever heard Brutus say in the season players. A man must be true to oneself. I think he struggles with that. Salute to my brother Uncle Cash. I think I'm gonna make this quick comparison. It reminds me of Alex Rodriguez. When I was a kid watching Alex Rodriguez, I could tell he wasn't comfortable in his own skin. And I think when you're a man or anybody, if you're not comfortable in your own skin, it's going to be hard for you to be liked because you don't like yourself. And I think that's just the problem you're getting with Shakur, because it's like if he would have claimed, Champ said it best. He would have said he's Puerto Rican from the jump, cool. But you got a whole black fan base, you got a black grandfather, and you playing this, you Puerto Rican. Everybody want to be everything but black. And I think it's an insult to black people that you just want to use us when it's necessary. No, it's just disgusting to me.
The thing is, this is what I don't get what people get upset about it, because there's nobody in the United States 100% black. Not a single person.
No, I don't think that.
We all mix with something. All. So it doesn't matter if the man said he's black, if he said he's Asian, if he said he's white, it doesn't matter. We're all mixed with something. Ain't nobody 100% black. I don't care about what nationality a fighter is or what nationality a person is. If the person is a good, genuine person, or they're a good athlete, I'm like, hey, he's a good athlete, or he's a good person. I don't care what your nationality is. I don't know. I don't understand why people so beat up on, oh, he's saying he's Puerto Rican, or he said he's. What difference does it make? That's not you. Why do you care about it?
Because they don't want to support that, Free. They don't want to support a man that's double-minded.
Either you, if you don't want to support him, then don't support him. You either like him or you don't. If you don't like what he's saying that he's Puerto Rican, then don't support him. If you do like him,
that's what you see happening. They're not supporting him. That's what you see happening.
No, he's getting support. He's getting support. So
I'm not talking about his friends and family.
I don't think that he's getting enough as he should be as a silver medalist for this country.
Coach, you came in here, man. Let me ask you this, Coach. So we got Shakur. I call him Shakur Sanchez, but his name is Shakur Stevenson. We got Shakur basically complaining that he doesn't get support from black fans, but he told us he was Puerto Rican. What does he want from black fans? I think he's probably the most unlikable fighter I've seen in a long time. Do fighters realize when they're unlikable? What do you think, Coach? Hold on. Oh, shoot.
You hear me?
Coach, can you hear me? Oh, my bad. What'd you say, Coach?
I said I don't think it's an unlikable or likable situation. I just think that because we all support fighters. I'm a I'm a big Canelo Alvarez fan, but I'm also a big Bud Crawford fan. I'm a big Earl Spence fan. I like Monster Inoue. It's a lot of fighters I like. I think it more or less comes down to they're a fan of styles. And when we are a fan of a style, if that's not a style that suits our liking, we're not going to spend our money for something that doesn't suit our liking. I think that's all it is. I think we've had so many differentiating fans now, as opposed to years ago, where fans are here to see blood. That's the number one thing they're here to see. And if a person distributes a rare air of talent, we don't care about that if we don't see blood. We're in a violent natured sport, and we came here for the violence. If we know and you tell us we're not going to get that, then what are we doing here? And that's where I think it doesn't have anything about him being black, Puerto Rican. Shit, Floyd Mayweather had a shitload of Hispanic fans because he took over 2 Hispanic days. So it doesn't matter. It matters what level of what we expect to see are we going to see. And I just don't think that that's the piece that they get from him.
Hey, let me read this comment from Champ Raw. This is a pretty good one. He said, it's like a guy who grew up with you and you never heard a peep about it. And then years later, you see him representing something you had no idea he was. Exactly what BBO is saying. All I'm saying is he's been a black dude his whole life. I think one of the biggest mistakes he made was trying to play this Puerto Rican crap. I don't get it. You don't even speak Spanish.
I'm not gonna let y'all do that. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm not gonna let you do that. Because I said I'm not gonna let you do that. And the reason I'm not gonna let you do that, because I can name at least 20 fighters who were trying to make the U.S. Olympic team, but the day that they turned pro, they was the pride of Mexico. They was the pride of Puerto Rico. They was the pride of everywhere but here. But they was trying to make the U.S. team, and when they were amateurs, I am so proud to be on the U.S. national team. So you ain't gonna do we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Ain't about being a fan of somebody or not. But once again, I'm gonna ask, when did Xander become the pride of Puerto Rico? Because I remember fighting for Team USA. I remember post where I am so proud to be part of
Puerto
the
Rico
USA.
is the USA though, man.
Man, cut it out. Cut it out. You know damn well what they mean. They got 2 sides of the house. Because when the Olympics come around, Puerto Rico got an Olympic team that also boxes. Trinidad's dad coached the Puerto Rico Olympic team.
Your favorite fighter was a U.S. gold medalist. Your favorite fighter was a U.S. gold medalist, but now he claims Mexico all day long.
Who?
Oscar.
I thought Oscar came East LA.
Yeah, but he claimed Mexico all day long. But he was a U.S. gold medalist.
I see what you're saying.
Your favorite guy, Teofimo, fought the Olympic trials under Team USA. When he didn't get the nod, even though he won the trials, he went and fought for Honduras.
Yeah.
If that's the case, if I'm a young black man, if that's the case, when I lose at the U.S. Olympic trials, I'm gonna find me an African country to go represent.
That's crazy.
Crazy. If it's good for everybody else, why it ain't good for me?
Hold on, cuz all I can say is this, man.
You ain't registered it. Listen, nigga, he still ain't registered.
I think BBO, I think you've been too hard on Shakur. You said he was a black man all his life, and then you found out his father was Puerto Rican. What's wrong with him saying he's Puerto Rican? He didn't know what his father was. He never met his father. So it's like if you say you a black man your whole life and you never met your father and you found out your father was Irish, you're gonna be like, okay, I'm Irish.
Well, I got one for you. If you never met your father, how you know that's your daddy?
You go by what your mother said. Your mother said that's your father. That's your father.
Hey, shit. If I could claim Shaquille O'Neal as my son, I would. Everybody claims star. I ain't never seen a nigga not claim a star.
You go.
Hey, I'm just keeping it real.
I was asking you this,
So let
man.
me ask, what's wrong with the blacks?
What was I gonna say?
We looking for stars, baby. We looking for stars.
So speaking of that, I think it's funny because I've never seen a guy. Shakur and Devin really shocked me at this. You would think both these guys would be huge stars, and it's not the case. But it's just one of the things that goes on.
If I would have never told you my father was Puerto Rican, you would be calling me a black man the entire time.
But you ain't hide it.
Yeah, you told me from the
No,
gate
I'm
that
not
you was Puerto
And
Rican.
I'm not talking about Shakur.
Shakur hit it. See, Coach just said it. He hit it.
Nah, I'm not talking about Shakur. I'm talking about anybody who did the U.S. thing. If you was running around here claiming to be the U.S. medalist or the U.S. this, but then soon as you turn pro, then you're the pride of something else. Then guess what? I ain't mad with you, but don't get mad when somebody else do it. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
So let me ask you this. Let me transfer into this. Now we got Zuffa boxing, and we got my man Jalil's gonna be the main event on the prelims. How does it feel, Coach, out of all the hard work you guys put in to be on a televised, pretty much main event for your first time out with Zuffa? What's that like for you guys?
I mean, I think it's a great situation that we in. But honestly, I used to tell Jalil, everybody's the main event if your performance commands it. You got with Jalil fought on an undercard of Tank Davis in Washington, D.C. Got a vicious knockout, and PBC was posting his clips. So my thing is, it's not about the position on the card, it's the performance in the ring.
Yeah. Speaking of that, after beating Elijah Bynes, you guys going to another tough fight back to back. How do you feel about this? And then we hearing that you guys got to get sucked down to 157. Does this kind of worry you a little bit that they trying to take some heat off of you, making you meet them at 157?
No, it is what it is. It's the fight game. It's the fight game. In life, you have to make sacrifices to get where you want. If a fat man want to be skinny, he got to stop eating cake. And life is about sacrifices.
Yeah. So going into this, being a coach, do you feel like this is a big opportunity to kind of display your skills in coaching? Being on another big stage, you was on the Underdogs, had an impressive performance. Are you guys looking for impressive, like maybe a knockout, or what's the mindset? Not without giving up the game plan. What's kind of the mindset going into this fight?
Al Davis, just win, baby. Al Davis. I told you before, boxing is like the NCAA tournament. Mm-hmm. Win and move on. Whether it's by 1 at the buzzer like Ty's Edney, or whether it's by 50 in the national championship game like UNLV running Rebels. It don't matter how you get it done. Get it done. When it comes to the big nights, when you have to perform for titles, when you have to perform for eliminators, you got to get it done. I think sometimes people put a lot of things in front of getting the job done. And I do say be as impressive as you can be. If the knockout comes, it comes. Me and Jalil, we never say we're going to get a knockout. Jalil's fight against Elijah Bynes, I said, hey, I'm looking for a good fight. Jalil tells the man, if I don't knock you out, I'm going to be disappointed in myself. My role as the coach is to game plan to get a W, not to game plan to get a knockout. If it comes, it comes. If it don't, it don't. Win and move on.
So let me ask you this. Can you talk a little bit about your opponent? I know you guys, he's only had 2 losses, or is it just 1?
Wow. He has 1 loss. He has one loss.
My bad.
He lost to Andres Katarakis. And Andres Katarakis is a very good fighter. The young man can fight. He's a quality guy. I think everybody is everybody's opponent. When the fight is made, everybody is everybody's opponent. So he's not just our opponent. We're his opponent.
So speaking of this, like when you see a fight like this on your way up, would you say it's a tougher fight than Elijah Bynes? Because I think the Elijah Bynes fight is kind of underrated. I don't think people realize that Elijah Bynes was stopping people before you guys ran into him.
You're only as good as your last gunfight. That's all. You have to beat the every time you're in a gunfight, you have to win by 0.01. That means you were a split second faster than the other guy, and you move on. Some nights it might take a 4.2. Some nights it might take a 5.1, and some nights you might have to set a record. But always your draw has to be better than the other guy. So every night that you fight, you're fighting the best man you've ever fought.
Go ahead, Free. I know you got a couple of questions about what Coach on is coming up fight. Go ahead, Free. Free, can you hear me?
Where's the fight going to be at?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
What's the date, Coach?
Who's the opponent?
It's this upcoming Sunday.
Oh shit! It's this Sunday.
Yep.
Who's the opponent that he's fighting this Sunday?
Roberto Cruz.
Okay.
And is there a way we can stream it? How can we?
Paramount Plus. Everything Zoom is Paramount Plus.
Okay.
Yeah, you got Paramount. You get to watch it for free.
Yeah, they bring it back. They bringing back boxing greatness by making it where everybody can see it.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, everybody can see everything.
So when you get ready for this fight, do you think this would be an opportunity to kind of like show Jaleel off even more if he can get a knockout?
I don't think you can show him off anymore. Me and you have talked about in private conversations, BVO. You can't show him off no more. He's been on 4 or 5 Tank Davis cards. He's been on cards at home. He's been on Red Owl cards. He's been on television before. It's not the first time he's been on television, but it is the first time that a major company like Zuffa is dealing with a major television telecast like Paramount, and they're making it accessible at this level. I think Paramount is Zuffa is taking it back to the 80s when fighters got built their whole career on television.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good opportunity in this fight. I mean, I'm not sure how Zuffa is works completely because it's still so new. But what you think about when you hear, you guys being a part of Zuffa, hearing people like Ja Obertai, Usyk being maybe in the mix as well with Zuffa? How does that make you feel to see those big names starting to join the Zuffa train?
We made the smart right decision. We got one of our tickets early, as opposed to getting one of your tickets late. We got to choose the seat in the class instead of getting the seat that was available.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. So speaking of that, when you guys, as you guys are planning to go to 160, what's the biggest difference in mindset of going from 154 to 160? Because it seemed like Jaleel's growing like a weed. The man was just at 147, then he was at 54. Now he's on his way up to 60. Is he gonna stop growing, or are we gonna make it all the way to heavyweight? What we looking on this, Coach?
Heavyweight, that's crazy.
Man, I'm gonna be honest.
He could be a heavyweight. That's
Hell
what I'm saying.
No.
That's what he said.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, in the words of Jay-Z, what he say? The most amazing to me is them telling me what I could not be. Oh well. Nobody told us that without a major name backing us, meaning management, that we would actually get to a major corporation off the break. Off the break, we were Mayweather Promotions. People said when we left Mayweather Promotions, without a major manager, you wouldn't be able to get picked up by somebody else. I think we were free agent for like a week, and then we were with Matchroom. Nobody thought that when we left Matchroom, we would be picked up by another major. We were Zuffa. So Jaleel's whole career, we've had a great team, and as a team, we've constantly done what people said we could not do. So I love it when people say we can't. I love it. I have no problem with it. I always just tell them, mark this date on your calendar. And when we do it, just come back and say, damn, they did it.
So let me, my bad. Go ahead. No, go ahead. My bad.
We don't mind taking the long road. We don't mind
Yeah,
taking
that's
the
what.
long road. People forget. It's people out here that really ask me, how does it
Mhm.
feel to be in this position at 26 years old? I be like, who's 26? They be like, Jaleel, he's with Keyshawn. No, I said, Jaleel is 22. He just turned 22 last year. They be like, what? Then it becomes realistic to him, like, brother, he been putting hands and feet on niggas since he was 14. That's why I think he older than what he is.
Yeah, yeah. I think the kid got a lot of talent. And let me ask you this: being his manager and coach and father, how do you keep a guy like him who said he loves to eat away from the dinner table? Because that's one thing I always hear Jaleel talk about is buying food or going to look at some food. How do you keep him away from the food, man?
Um, I tell him he has to get the mind of a professional, and he has to get the mind of an adult, and understand this is not for fun. It's your business. So when you want to eat, you can eat.
Mhm.
When you know it's time for you to do what you gotta do, you gotta understand you gotta do that. I love the time we spent with Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather was a very ingenious part of that because Floyd is an eater. Floyd is, but Floyd also is a worker. So when he eat that garbage, Floyd don't go to sleep on that shit. That man run in the middle of the night. I think he might be the only dude I know that got a gym bag packed in the trunk of every car he got. So that tells you something right there.
Yeah, 'cause I remember
Nah,
Floyd
that's
when he
real.
fought Pacquiao. He said he eat pizza. He ain't got with chicks all day. You remember that? I don't know, Prod. You remember that?
Yeah, that was crazy.
So
I
I'm
mean, his
just.
dedication is like nobody else. So if you can get any time to be around him, just be realistic. The man almost 50 and still look the same as he did when he was in his fighting prime. He still looked the
Yeah,
same. Physically, he looks the same.
he does. He does. But he's working out a lot. Him and Klitschko. Him and Klitschko. I feel like they embrace it as a lifestyle outside of just boxing. Because I look at them both. They both look like, as D Free would say, well, not so much Floyd, but Klitschko cut up like a bag of dope at 49 years old. That ain't easy to do. You know what I mean? That's just not easy to do when you think about him at that age. But speaking of this, being with Zuffa, what would you say you would want to see next after this fight if you guys are able to be successful?
Another check.
This
Hey,
dude
brother,
crazy,
I
man.
mean, these are paid rights. What do you do this for? You do it to get paid. You do it to
That's a
get
fact.
paid. If you run around here talking about I'm gonna do this because I want to win 7 belts, you could be disappointed at the end of your career. But if you say I do this because I want to possibly win 7 million, if you come up short but you only want 4.5 million, you ain't disappointed.
So let me ask you this: what did you think about Gary Russell Jr. coming out and saying, "I think my nephew has a chance to be special," like unsolicited? What did you guys think about hearing that from the former champion?
I mean, he been around Jaleel all his life. I mean, in all honesty, he may know him better than anybody else because he's been around him from the beginning. He was there when it was time to punch Jaleel in the mouth and don't care about if he cried. That's the
Yeah,
problem. That's the problem with these fighters nowadays. I'm gonna
yeah,
be honest with you. Jaleel, we came up in the terror dome. We came up in the terror dome. And if you wasn't able to do your thing in the terror dome, then you shouldn't be fighting.
yeah,
Gary punched him in the mouth. Antoine punched him in the mouth. Tony punched him in the mouth. Allen punched him in the mouth. He's cool with it.
yeah.
Because once again, you got to think, even a baby out of that camp is a vicious motherfucker.
hmm Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Hey, D Free, what'd you think about your cousin Gary Jr. going out of his way to compliment Jalil in that way, saying, "I think my nephew would be special"? What'd you think about that? I thought that I've never heard him do that ever, except for Deontay Wilder. What'd you think about him going out unsolicited, saying that about the young fighter?
I mean, he knows what he's seeing in Jalil. Jalil is a guy that came up similar to how he came up, and he knows that Jalil is not going to back down from anybody. He's going to put on a show. He's going to come out there. He's going to try to win every time he step in the ring. So I wouldn't expect anything different from Gary because he knows real when he see real. He knows dedication and hard work. Like Coach said, he's been in the gym with Jaleel since Jaleel was a little boy. He knows what the hard work and the dedication that Jaleel puts into his craft. So I wouldn't think anything different.
So let me ask you this, Coach. Being the fact that you guys grew up in that gym, I always talk about how you came up under Big Gary, my favorite trainer. I'll put him up there with Eddie Futch. A lot of people don't know what I mean when I say that, but when you come up with a trainer like him, does Jaleel have that same thing we seen with Gary Antoine, where he can come seek and destroy, but does he have that boxing ability like we seen with Gary Antoine when he fought El Rayo? Can Jaleel do stuff like that as well too? Can you hear me, Coach? I don't know, Coach.
I think he might have fell out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's exciting, man. Because I'm telling you, man. Yeah, he fell off. I think honestly, Free and Prize. I think if he really stay focused, man, I think you might have a dude who can actually really contend for a title, man. Because he's only gonna get better. And when you start young like that, I think he's only going to get better. What about you, Fred? What would you say about that? 22 came up like that? Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, if you got somebody that started off young and they stay dedicated, they can only get better. It's just like having your young son or your young daughter shoot the basketball every single day from the time they was 3-4 years old when they could first pick up a basketball. Eventually, they're going to start to make the hoop, and then eventually they're going to be able to make it from a further distance. Then they're going to be hitting consecutive shots in a row. Everything comes with practice. The more you practice, the better you get at it. So if you have a kid starting off at a young age in the sport of boxing, and he's dedicated to the sport, he's only going to get better because that's all they're doing. And every time you practice, it becomes muscle memory. Even though you don't expect to throw the right hand, your mind sees the opening for the right hand, and your body just automatically do it because you've been practicing that the entire time.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, coming up in the Russell gym, does he have that boxing ability that we've seen with Antoine? I'm just wondering, does he have that? If he has that, then I would say, you know what? I can't. I'm already excited anyway because Bernard's my man. But I'm just wondering, does he have that? Because that, to me, that's such a staple of the Russells. Even though they all fight different, the fact that they can all box. Oh, Coach, you back? I don't know if Coach can hear me.
Nah,
I think that's a special thing. Can you hear me, Coach?
I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. That mother. Hey, look, that snow so vicious.
Get everything together on his end.
You hear me?
Hey, Prize, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. That snow is vicious, Coach. I had my snow blower out, and all my neighbors looking at me all sad with their shovels. I banged my yard and put my shit back in my tool shed and came back in the house.
Man, look, that's a vicious.
You a goofball,
That's it, vicious.
You would go out there and not help nobody, rich dude.
Man, nobody
ain't
help
no
me do
lawn
nothing.
care service.
Man,
Ain't no lawn care service.
Shout out to Chico, man. Shout out to Chico.
I'm gonna tell you something funny. I was in the house sleep. My wife woke me up and she was like, "Hey, babe, Donna said her boyfriend car got stuck in the snow." I looked out the window. I was like, "There's about 5 cars up there stuck. Have each one of them help each other get out. I'm not going out there. I'm not doing it. No sir. It's too damn cold. Ain't nobody help me when I got stuck. I had to get myself out.
I do good until my hands get cold, man.
Hey,
once my hands get cold.
That's the best way you learn how to drive in the snow. You get stuck and figure out how to get out. You figure out how to get out, you will never get stuck again.
Reverse drive, rocket out of there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But I'll say this though. I think no matter how you look at it, Prize, I'm kind of getting excited about the next generation. You got my man Mayweather, who was on the card with Zuffa. I think that's a good young fighter. I think really Zuffa's gonna be really good for the young up and coming dudes. I don't know what it'll do for the the older guys, but I think for the young guys, I think they're gonna have a lot of opportunities to fight.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
All right, my bad.
Okay, so my question was this. I said, you guys growing up, you bringing him up under the Russells in that gym. Does he have that boxing ability that we seen with Antoine, or is he just seek and destroy?
I think everybody who came up in that Russell gym has the ability to do it all. But you got to think the one thing that separated Gary Russell Sr. from, to me, 99% of the coaches, he knew how to coach to your strengths. If you look at Antoine, Antonio, Allen, Gary, Big Gary, all of them fight to their strength. They have the same foundation, but they all fight different.
Yeah. I'm just wondering like that, I don't know if you've seen the Junior's last fight. He looked incredible. I'm wondering, does Jalil have that to be able to swim without getting wet ability?
Hell no.
Okay.
Let me really tell you something.
Go ahead.
Gary Russell Jr. was special. And not saying that nobody else was special, but he was special in what he did great. He was special in what he did great. Jalil is special in what he does great. Antoine is special in what he does great. Gary Jones was special in what he did great. All of them came from the same tree. They just grew a different vine off of that tree. You ain't never only tree you see go straight up, and it ain't even a tree. That's a telephone pole. It just happens to be wood. If you see a tree, they got branches that go in all directions, but they still come from the same tree.
That's a good point. Because I always wonder, when you look at Antoine, when I see what he did against El Rayo, I was thinking dang, I had never seen him. I didn't know he could do that. I'm just, because I didn't know if that was something that he could pull, if Jalil could pull some of that out too, because I think Antoine, to me, remind me a lot of Sean Porter, but he got that extra wrinkle. No, he got better since then.
Oh no.
I keep trying to tell them they tripping. I heard BBO say it. I heard Bill Rice said it. I'm like, no, Antoine is nothing like Sean Porter.
Nothing at all. Sean Porter was, to me, a very rough and tough guy who could wear you down and you'll get stopped. I think Sean Porter more or less exhausted Paulie Malignaggi than knocked him out. He's exhausted him.
He was real dirty in that fight, but I get what you're saying.
He wasn't dirty. He fought Sean Porter's fight. And if you say,
his elbows, come on,
man, look here. Well, I hope you never go see. I hope you never watch a movie where gladiators fighting. The object is to win. The object is to win.
Bro, you scraped your elbow across my face, man.
Did he get
problem, man?
Listen, did he get warned? Did he get warned?
Yeah, he got warned.
Okay. Did he hold on? Did he lose a point?
No, he kind of stopped it and kind of did it off and on.
No. If you know how to go as close to the edge of a cliff but not fall off, did you fall off the cliff?
He's about to fall off. He was laying on the cliff.
But did he fall off?
No, he didn't. I like how he did that.
So he pushed it to the edge.
If he pushed it any further, they would have disqualified him.
So does that make Sean Porter a genius?
It make him a dirtbag. What do you think?
No, it makes him a genius because he knew how far to go without getting disqualified.
Oh, okay, Coach. So you go in, you basically running the man. you just roughhouse this man to you go right up to the edge, but you always come back right before you go over. That's what he kept doing. He kept going right up to the edge and he come right back.
So that means he fought a perfect fight.
I guess you can say that. Perfect fight. Fries, Fries, free. Y'all hear this, man? I know I can't be the only one hearing this, dude.
I'm not, like I said,
Coach is wild.
I'm not, no.
He must have not seen that Paulie Malignaggi fight.
No, because you say he roughhouse, ain't that the same thing you telling T.O. to do to Shakur?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what he got to do to win.
So how is it good for one, but it's bad for the other?
Because BBO a hater.
All I'm saying is this.
I would love to see what Sean Porter, what you say Sean Porter did to Paulie. You telling T.O. to do the same exact thing.
He should do exactly what he did to
Paulie. Do it to Paulie, but it's good for T.O. to do it to Shakur.
Yeah.
See, that's what you're doing. You trying to make it seem like I'm picking and choosing. I don't like how you're doing that, man. That's not right.
You are picking and choosing.
At this point, you are. At this point, you are. Because if you say it's good for one, but it's not good for the other, then you're picking and choosing. Now, if you say it's good for both,
if you got me against the ropes, what is your arm doing under my throat?
No.
Because you put your arm over top of my arm. Because you put your head over top of my arm.
I always tell you, BBL, I don't care what you say, as long as you're consistent across the board. If you say it for one, you gotta say it for all.
Okay. I think y'all picking and choosing. I'm saying that the way he fought Andre Berto and the way he fought Paulie is ideal. That's exactly how T.O. should fight Shakur. But what I'm saying is, if you watch that fight live in living color like I did, that was a doggone roughhouse. That wasn't no fight. That was like a street fight. I mean,
and that's what he had to do to beat him.
Well,
if you getting out on Chavez, go watch the Pernell Whitaker fight. They told Pernell, look for the low blow.
They did, and he did.
And guess what? If Chavez can get it and he can get away with it, do it. If he can get it and lose a point but win the fight, do it.
So let me ask you this. Now I want an honest answer on this. If you seen somebody, if you had a fighter fight Jaleel the way Sean Porter fought, let's say how he fought Andre Berto, because that was a disgrace, where he just was nothing, putting his head on his head, putting his arm under his throat, the whole hitting him in the heart, and the clutches, hitting him in the kidneys. You telling me you as a coach wouldn't go crazy if somebody did that to Jaleel?
Nah, because Jaleel know how to meet you where you want to stay. We go to your church. We go to your church and preach. We go to your church and preach.
I was about to say that's what Jaleel likes to do.
We go to your church and preach.
You go. I feel you, man, but I'm just saying, bro. I get it.
Fight by doing that. You fight right into his playground. You're like, man, this is what I like to do.
Man, I'm talking about if somebody was throwing Jaleel's ass around the way you seen Sean Porter throwing Paulie. He was throwing Paulie around, man. Y'all dudes are sick, man. Y'all seen that fight.
And that's because Paulie couldn't do it back. Like my grandfather used to say this all the time.
Smash the like button. I don't want to have to keep repeating myself. Smash the like button, people, please.
Tell them again.
Please smash the like button. It's free, y'all.
Come on, y'all. We almost at 8,000. Help us out, y'all.
My granddaddy used to say, some people do what they want and some people do what they can. We just happen to be one of them people that can do what they want.
Hey, I'll put it like this. I'm gonna send you the fight, bro, because I know you haven't seen that fight in a while.
I've seen it a bunch of times. I've actually looked at it with
that nigga around the ring like a rag doll, man.
And he's supposed to.
With that situation, you can't get mad at Sean Porter. What you tell Paulie is, man, next time you fight him, you gotta get your weight up. Because
I don't think it was a weight thing. I think it was a strength disparity, man.
No. If a person is throwing you around the ring and you can't do nothing about it, then you need to go back to the drawing board and figure out how you need to take care of that. Because if one person's able to do it, you don't think somebody else say, "Oh, hey, he just muscled him." Yeah, hey, all you gotta do is put the pressure on him. He can't handle that. Put the pressure on him. He can't handle that.
Even Steve Farhood said it should have been points taken away in that fight. But I'm gonna leave it alone because I see what y'all saying. And I do agree, I want to see Shakur do that same thing to Shakur. But I'm just saying, I don't want to make it seem like I'm picking and choosing because I'm not. I'm just saying, Paulie was a little guy, a smaller man, And we seen Sean Porter. That was no skill. That was a straight up house. He basically told this dude, "You do what I tell you. You don't leave the cell when I say." That's what
Sean
that was.
Sean Porter showed you what you do. Sean Porter showed you what you do when you got a superior boxer in front of you. So you need to send it to Tio and tell Tio, if you watch this fight, you don't even need a coach.
No, he don't. That's what he got. I think he can do that to Shakur. I think he could grab him, go up under his chin. I mean, he did a lot of dirty stuff, but you don't really see no more. He kept hitting him in the front of his hips. Tio said he's gonna do that too, so that's exciting. Because Tio is saying when they get close, he's gonna make sure he hit him in the hips. And you should have seen Shakur's face, man. He looked kind of nervous. I don't know.
Hey,
we'll see what happens though. Go ahead.
If Teofimo really fights that fight,
Mm-hmm.
and he imposes his will,
Mm-hmm.
don't be shocked if you see Shorty quit on the stool.
That's the only way to beat him, Coach. I just think it's the only way to beat him.
That's how he got to fight. We've never seen Shakur put in that situation, and maybe he's never been in that situation. And you find out what type of guts a guy got. We know he's Bobby Fischer. We know he's Bobby Fischer, but we don't know if Bobby Fischer could play checkers in the barbershop either.
That's a good point. We seen the same thing when Devin had to kind of do a little different stuff to kind of stay pace with Loma, because Loma was doing some, crazy stuff like making sure every time they clinch, he punched. Little stuff like that. I mean, I just think no matter how you do it, man, the way Paulie I just don't understand why Paulie let him do that to him. I'll never understand that stuff.
You don't let a man do nothing to you. You can't stop it from getting done.
Yeah, I'm about to say he didn't let him. He just couldn't stop him.
Man, you don't let no man throw you on no ropes like he was throwing that dude like a rat. I would send y'all to fight, man.
Hey, what happened in your first preseason game when they told you don't let a man throw you around like that? Coach, I'm trying.
You gonna get him. What they say?
You think most of these boxers let their opponent punch them in the face? They just can't stop them from punching them in the face. So they find ways to get around getting punched in the face.
I totally agree with that, but I'm just saying that was. Let me ask you, Prize, because I've been doing a lot of talking about it. What you think about that fight? That to me, that's one of the dirtiest fights I've ever seen.
What fight?
Sean Porter. Porter versus Paulo Malignaggi.
No, well, that wasn't dirty. He just beat him the F up. It was nothing dirty about it. He
was
bulldozed
throwing the nigga around. Was you watching?
Man, he was like the snow plow, man. He just bulldozed him out of the way. And then he picked him up and beat him up some more. He just roughed him up and beat him up. It's a fight, BVO. Things gonna happen in the fight. He beat him up. That was one of the fights I loved. Like one of my favorite fights by Sean Porter. You feel me? Because he just went in there and just steamrolled this dude. Dude couldn't have no punching power. Sean was not worried about getting cracked by nothing or clipped with anything. So that made him just run through this dude. I mean, he whipped Paulie behind. I was like, damn, who gonna beat him at 47? And then Kell Brook pulled up on him, another big welterweight. I was like, damn, I forgot about him. But at that fight there, Paulie and Sean just destroyed him, ran through him.
What about what Sean pulled against Devin Alexander? And against,
he beat him up too.
And dude, that was dirty. That's the part.
And Sean Porter is a fighter, bro.
So he's dirty. That's what you. That's
all right. And so Bernard Hopkins was dirty, but you still love him.
Yeah, Bernard was super dirty.
Ali was dirty when he would hold your head and whoop you with his right hand, but we love him.
Oh, I don't know if Ali was dirty. He did.
And Ali would have all the tricks in the book, man. Floyd with his elbows, but you love him.
I'll see what you like.
Oscar.
I want to see.
I want to see tricks with his Oscar with his low blows. But
I want to see. I want to see y'all say that when y'all see a fighter that y'all like, you're straight house like that. I'll just say that. I want to see what y'all say when y'all see a fighter that y'all like. Somebody just running them like this, like it's a raid.
Now, I would tell you the dirtiest fight I've ever seen was the Goliath fight. He kept hitting them with the low blows, and they end up disqualified. Now that was a dirty fight. That was a dirty fight. That's the only fight that I seen was dirty. That dirty. Where dude he just purposely hit him with a low blow. He didn't even try to hide it at all.
Yeah, he did. How many he was punching that
He
too?
was a savage. He just aimed for the joint and threw two pieces downstairs. You talking about Galata?
Coach, what's the
when Galata hit Riddick, bro? He went downstairs 2 times. Like my mom, I was like, damn. But Riddick, you know what though? Prior to that, Riddick wasn't winning that fight. He was out of shape. He got bailed out of that.
Riddick was talking crazy too, man. Did y'all hear what he was saying?
Met him. I got to sit with him at the fights, bro. And
Galata?
No, Riddick. And at 2300, I got to sit with him. Steve Smoger. I got pictures of it. It's real dope. I'm gonna go pull up my old memory cards and get them joints for you to post. I got some dope pictures with Riddick Bowe, Steve Smoger, RIP Steve Smoger, a bunch of fighters at 2300 in Philly. And Riddick Bowe was so animated watching the fights, man. I was like, I can't believe I'm sitting next to one of my favorite fighters of all time, watching him be animated at the, just the local fights we was having in the city, man. He was out there, my man. I want to get him on the show. I want to bring him back on the show again, my man. Ivan Robinson, Ivan Robinson was out there.
Coach is supposed to be on tomorrow. He's gonna be on tomorrow.
All right, yeah. So Mighty, that was dope. It was everybody. It was some people in the house that night, man. At 2300.
Hey, Coach, what's the call when somebody hits your lil with a low blow? What do you say in the corner if they throwing low blows?
If I got to say something in the corner, Jalil ain't ready supposed to be in there with that man.
What you mean?
You ain't got. I ain't got to tell you if a man walk up to you and grab your butt, what you supposed to do I?
No, you cool, man.
That's the problem with boxing now. These guys too nice. They got to get told when to do something.
So you
don't have to tell somebody that.
But you see coaches scream on their fighters when they take it in the ring, because I'll never forget when Mike Tyson handled it in the ring and Benny Vander's ear, his coach cussed him out.
Yeah, that's for biting somebody, man. We ain't talking about biting nobody.
I mean, but Evander was headbutting. You know, he said he was unconscious a few times in the fight.
Man,
and then Evander had the head on his trunks. Am I right? I can't remember.
Man,
y'all remember he had head? I'm telling you, but I think he had a head on his trunk. I think he did.
That was the company that made the stuff. Head used to be a tennis shoe company. Cut it out.
I thought it was because of that head, man. You serious? I thought that because he had that big head, he was throwing it. I don't know, man. But so when fighters get hit low, they already know to retaliate right then, right?
I hope they know.
I'm just saying that because we seen when Lomachenko was getting hit in the nuts by Salido, he seemed like he was just flustered. He didn't know what to do. That's why I think Teo got to be very dirty when he fights Shakur, because I think Shakur, like you said, we could probably get a quit on the stool if he could really get in his head.
That's the only way he can beat him. If he go out there and play with Bobby Fischer, we gonna see motherfucking Knight the King 4. Checkmate.
Yeah. Now, you never know with Teo, because Teo is a goofball, but this is the most I've seen him. He seems to be laser focused, man. I even did a short where I had to play the Muhammad Ali I'm the Greatest music behind it when he was showing off all his belts. He really on the greatest type of stuff right now. He trying to do some Muhammad Ali stuff going in there against Shakur. They got Shakur as a doggone favorite, coach, over the 2-time Ring Magazine champion.
He should be.
Man, I should name you his last 5 fights, man. He ain't fought nobody. Shakur ain't fought nobody.
Maybe he just make him look like nobody.
We seen him fight Zepeda, then he fought De Los Santos. I mean, Josh Padley. Jamel Herring. I mean, the names are not on his record. So I don't know, man.
Hey man, Jamel was a good fighter. Don't say that about Jamel. Jamel was a good fighter.
He was kind of done after them Franklin fights, though, Coach. He wasn't the same.
What you mean, Jamel? Jamel Herring just fought a dude in the bare knuckle joint, and he showed you his levels to this shit. Paulie fought a nigga in the bare knuckle joint, and I thought he was trying out for the next version of the monster.
I didn't know he's fighting bare knuckles now.
He just fought one of them joints where they use the UFC gloves to box.
He just fought. He won his fight.
Hey, that's kind of sad to hear that, but hey, the champ got to keep fighting like that, man.
Man, he might want to keep fighting. Everybody, some dudes can't get away from it. Yeah, T.
At this age, I get that to you, man.
I mean, it's in his blood. If he want to fight, he can fight. Yeah, if you want to try football again in Canada, can't nobody stop you.
Oh, I'm washed up, but I know what you mean. You ain't gonna see me out there getting embarrassed by them young monsters.
You ain't washed up. If them people say they're gonna give you $1 million to come back for a season, you going back.
Oh yeah, I'll figure a way.
Hey, Coach, I gotta ask you a question. Who you think wins in the Ammo Williams versus Carlos Adames fight?
Carlos Adames. I like Ammo, but Carlos Adames is the best middleweight in the world right now.
Yeah, he gonna stop that nigga Ammo. Probably like the ninth or 10th round, he gonna stop him.
I think Laura is the best middleweight in the world.
You got to be smoking, man.
What I'm smoking?
K2. Because ain't no way his old tail is not beat. Ain't no way he's old tail.
What do you mean ain't no way? Laura been knocking ish out. You tripping.
Man, Carlos Adames have beat the life out of him, man.
Man, we don't know that.
I don't know. That old man still got.
I ain't gonna say that.
We don't know that, BDO. You tripping.
You got to rush him, man.
Rush him. Bro.
That old man still got some tricks up his sleeves. I don't know.
He can't move no more.
He don't need to move. He'll slump you. You tripping.
Man, we seen Canelo rush that nigga.
It ain't about moving. It's about maneuvering. If you can maneuver through the fight, you ain't gotta do a whole lot of moving.
Man, Laura the boxing Barry Bonds, he getting more home runs after 40 than anybody.
Right.
Hey, Laura let his hands fly, bro.
I don't know.
And all his losses he been cheated in.
Hey, he might have lost his legs, but he found his hands.
Most of his fights he been cheated in. Only one that beat him up was Jared.
Yeah, Jared ragdolled him. Jared was huge at that weight class.
Yeah, he was. Bro. He was way too big. But Laura competed. I mean, it wasn't like. I mean, Jared got that late. You know, he was just too heavy.
Hey, Coach, what happened to Jared, man? How did he fall off so fast? He was unified champion, and then next thing you know, he getting beat dead. What happened, man?
He's a tweener.
He fall off.
He's too big for like what 54, but he's too like 60 was like
too big. It looks like 60 was too big for him. That's why I don't never understand people say he was too big. He was small at 60.
He had his day. Everybody had their day, and then the day over. That's my man, Jared Hurd.
Yeah, I like Jared.
Here's a good story for you. You can go check it out on YouTube while I send it to you. Jared actually bought Jaleel in camp when he was like, Jaleel might have been 13.
Yeah.
And Jared bought him in camp getting ready for a title fight. And after all that camp time that he did with him, when Jared shot his Showtime piece and they had to do the sparring, he wanted Jaleel to be the guy that they shot him sparring with. So I will always shout out Jared Hurd, man. He said, he did the camp with me, so I got to let him get some shine. So I respect that man 100%, man.
Oh, yeah. I remember he was like one of them dudes who still was living at home or something real wholesome like that. Like he was like, I ain't gotta spend no money, I can stay at home. With 2 belts.
You gotta think, Danny Garcia was in the same situation. Danny said, man, don't think because I got 2 belts that I'm making all this money. And when he did start making money, he didn't get his head so big where he got to go buy a mansion and can't afford it 3 years later.
No, it looked like Danny lived in a regular house, to be honest. Nice one. It's a nice one.
Danny built that joint down in Miami.
Oh, he built. Oh, okay, I didn't know he built that one. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
That joint massive. He got a nice house.
I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the one that he had in what is that? Is that
that's the house he grew up in on that he was showing y'all.
Oh, okay. But it looked huge. He must have added on to it then. Because it looked huge, man.
Danny made the most out of the less. And I gotta respect him. If you remember when Jamel Charlo said, if you ask the dudes that got the money out of all of us, Danny Garcia got it.
Yeah, he did say that.
Danny invested his money. And you know why? Because Danny had a father that he had the respect of a father's son. His father told him do things this way, and he was one of them sons that was brought up to listen to a father. That's why I tell you, a father is so crucial in a young man's life. Because after he started getting that testosterone running through his nuts, it's hard for mama to get through to him. So that's when you need daddy to get through to you.
Yeah. That's funny though, because I'll tell you what, Danny Garcia, you just said it best. He made more with less than anybody.
Yep.
Because I remember when he knocked out Amir Khan, man. He was not picked to win that fight. You forgot, man.
But he was the underdog in all of them. Amir, Lucas Batiste, Lucas the Bazooka, whatever. He was on a roll at the time.
Yeah.
Yo, Danny, his 140 run should be Hall of Fame since they put
he still
anybody
ran
in.
from Bud Crawford, but I know what you're saying.
I think it was business wise, but I'm talking about his 141.
As soon as Bud got to 40, that nigga was gone.
Man, because he got too big. He was too big. Danny liked to eat and chill, bro.
Man, Danny ain't no big guy, man. You know that.
Man, for 140 he is.
I'll leave it I'll disagree to disagree.
I chill with the nigga at the fights. You seen the photos? That nigga would be big for 140.
So as soon as Bud come, you leave? Come on, bro. You could at least
get a nigga fight. PBC wasn't getting no fight.
There's bigger opportunities at welterweight.
You know, PBC was not giving Bud no fight with nobody if he wasn't part of the team.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You're right.
You must have lost your
Was that Golden Boy days, or that was he was already with PBC at 140?
Nah, he was with PBC by then.
Okay, I thought he was still a Golden Boy at 140.
And it wouldn't have made no difference. Al was still controlling all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this though. But let me ask you this: what do you think Oscar's seeing in Danny Garcia?
Money.
No, I'm talking about as a fighter, not as money. To fight as a fighter. What would you say Danny's best attributes are?
The ability to make money. What do you need to stop acting like this to amateurs? I see something special in you. When they see you can make money, they'll make you special. Look here, let me tell you some real shit. Every fighter, no matter who they are, there comes a night when they're young, that they will go into the ring as the B side and have to prove that they deserve to be the A side. When Danny went in that joint and he beat no, before that. When he beat my man, El Talibe, Eric Morales.
Morales, yeah.
When he did that,
he almost unalived him, bro.
But that was the night when they say we find out if you're an A side dude or if you're just a very good B side.
Eric was old. Eric had no business in the ring with Danny.
Listen what I'm saying.
I was telling people they was crazy for thinking that Eric, that old man's gonna beat Danny Garcia.
Nah, you gotta look at the picture. You gotta look at the picture. You can have good nights And that's any fighter. If you want to say Jalil was the A side in all of his fights until he got to peak, I'm gonna tell you you're wrong. He was the A side in all of his fights until he fought the dude Adrian Gutierrez for the WBC youth title. Go back and look at that guy's record and who he was working with at that time. And that was the night Jalil was the B side. He wasn't supposed to win that fight. Garcia, he had a guy on that card, and we've known since the amateurs. He said, man, I think y'all took too much of a fight for Jalil with 6 fights against a kid that was 16-1. There comes a night, and I want fighters to realize this. There comes a night when you have to bite down and say, I am a A-level fighter. They don't give it to you. Floyd Mayweather, his big night came against Gennaro Hernandez.
Yeah.
When he beat Gennaro, he was the B-side. Gennaro was the Hall of Famer, just waiting to retire. And Floyd had to beat him. Every fighter need to realize that within themselves. Don't let your team keep giving you these goddamn tomato cans to get you 30-0.
Yeah.
At some point, you're going to have to beat an A guy to be considered an A guy.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's definitely a fact. One thing I will say about boxing I'm learning is, like you said, you really they're going to make you earn it every step of the way. So ain't no, as they say, ain't no free rides in boxing, man. You going to earn it every step of the way. But let me ask you guys,
being a great amateur, only thing being a great amateur do is give you the opportunity to get your feet wet the right way. Everything else, when it come them big nights, every division has a top 10. Do we agree on that?
We agree on that.
And ain't one of them top 10 dudes trying to get a seat up to let a new kid sit down.
Smash a like. The new kids got to take it. Jalil.
Thank you.
The new kids, Abdullah,
Merriweather,
Xander, all them got to go take it. And I think, I like what the way Coach said this he said this a minute ago.
Johnny. Salute to my man say.
Coach B said this a minute ago. He said that the newer generation is going to bring it back. Because they're willing to rumble with each other, bro. And I believe it, bro. You got people like his son. You got Xander, who's young, doing a unification. You know, you got just Abdullah's young, got a belt. You know what I'm saying? And it looked like they really, and Kid Austin, whether you hate him or love him, you know, he does his thing. So, you know, I'm excited for the next generation.
I ain't gonna lie, and Kid Austin is my man. I don't know what the F they doing over there, bro. I don't know what the F they doing over there, man. That dude they talking about fighting, he could easily beat Kid Austin. I don't know. I don't think he will. But, I mean, him fighting Lamont Roach, that's not a good fight. What would you say, Cole? Kid Austin, you know, he's our guy. What you think about him having to fight Lamont Roach? That's pretty unfair for your first title shot?
No. When you want to sit at the big kid table, you got to come hope your feet can touch the floor. That's why they make a little kid table. When your feet can't touch the floor, you sit at the little kid table. It's a height requirement to ride the motherfucking the roller coasters. When it's time to step up to the big boy table, you don't get to choose. They just tell you this is the seat that's possibly available. And I respect the kid for saying he'll take the fight. Just like I give you this.
Yeah.
You haven't heard us badmouth Xander since he got the Abbas fight. We not doing no sucker shit like hoping Xander lose. We want the man to win. When we fight Xander, we want him to be undefeated. No matter how long it takes. If he getting beat up and I see a way for him to pull the fight out and I'm in the front row, I'm going to be standing up screaming. And if he don't understand what I'm saying, I'm going to ask the Spanish lady next to me, translate what I'm saying so he can hear it. Because I want him to be undefeated. It used to be a pride that people took in being the first nigga to beat somebody's ass. I was in the gym, to tell you a quick story. I was in the gym training with Mark Johnson many years ago. And Mark's big fight that he wanted at the time was Scotty Bulldog Olsen. And Scotty was fighting one night, and we in the gym. Mark just finished sparring. Mark get out the ring. And Mr. Finley said, Mark, telephone. Mark go over to the phone. And when he heard that Scotty Olsen lost, Mark beat the phone on the desk. And Mr. Finley said, son, don't break my phone. Mark was so mad that he lost that fight.
Yeah.
These dudes are really secretly crossing their fingers, hoping that a rivalry don't happen.
That's a good point, man.
The next generation is looking forward to rivalries. They don't give a damn about no undefeated. They want to fight each other. If Xander lose that belt and he get 2 or 3 fights and he back or whatever the situation, we still want to fight him. Him losing to a boss don't change the fact we want to fight him. We just hope he win.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's some sucker shit that I call it the in-between generation. The last generation is Earl and all them. But there was an in-between generation. And that in-between generation, they do a lot of sucker shit.
Yeah.
They do a rack of sucker shit.
I get what you said, Coach, but I just think sometimes these fighters don't be knowing how to do what they should do. I think sometimes they just be guessing. Because when I listen, every time I hear Rolly Romero open his mouth, I'm thinking, is he listening to Floyd when he talks? Because he say the dumbest stuff he can say.
But he always willing to fight.
Yeah, that's
but he always willing to fight.
I feel like Rolly like Mayorga. He don't care if he get knocked out. If the money right, you know what I mean? But I do feel like he be pricing himself out, like with the Pacquiao thing, Coach. Why is he having negotiation problems with Manny Pacquiao? Like, that's crazy. The only other person that can have that is Floyd.
If you think that's real, I got some land to sell you in the middle of the ocean.
All right, well, say no more. I'm glad you said that.
When have you seen a fight that Al Heyman wanted to take place at PBC not take place? And if you don't take it, they put your ass on the shelf. So ain't no negotiation issue. And you're not gonna tell me it's a negotiation issue when Rolly has always stepped up to the plate against guys in their prime and we never heard about a money issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, not gonna do that.
You know what's funny? I feel like if you just do good business, man, it seems like the fights take care of themselves. Am I wrong to think that, Coach? Like if you got your business already done, it seems like it just everything else is take care of itself.
Hey, brother, the fight, the money. Let me tell you something. Boxing is no different than football. You might got 5 players in the whole NFL who can dictate where they're gonna play at. Everybody else signed their contract, and if the team ready to trade you, they trade your ass. Ain't no different in boxing. Once you with a promoter, and your name is not one of these Tank Canelos, Usyk, Jao Batai. If you ain't one of them names, then the money's already. They're just telling you what you're gonna make. You ain't negotiating. Come on, man.
I like how you say that. They telling you what you gonna make. Shout out to Coach on that one.
Nah, it's the truth. It's the truth. Ain't nobody doing a negotiation with these people. I'll give you a prime example.
Little B3.
If Mayweather wants you, not even win. If Mayweather wants you right now, you tell me a fighter that's not gonna sign with him, even if he got a belt right now. If Mayweather wants you, who ain't gonna sign with him?
But people be leaving him though, Coach. They be
listen to what I'm saying. I didn't say they leave. I said who won't sign with him.
Yeah, that's true. Because I know my son or daughter boxed, and Floyd was like, yo, XYZ, we probably out.
Thank you.
Hey man, Coach, you always make it super simple, man. ain't no ups and downs with Coach, either one way or no way.
If life was difficult, it'll only be 1 million people on Earth.
That's a fact.
Niggas ain't that smart, so they might not have caught that. But if life was difficult, it'd only be 1 million people on Earth.
Yeah. Because it's not, we got 7 billion, man. Hey, but I'll say this before we get out of here, man. What you guys think about Triple D being back with his trainer, Don Charles? What do you say about that prize free and coach? And getting back with his original trainer that made him great?
Should have never left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, he said that Triple D said that Don be cussing him out too much, and they kind of had a conversation about that, about him not using such harsh language. So hopefully that.
Don old school, man. You know.
Yeah, you can't be calling it. You can't be
Might
calling
get
it
cussed out
MF.
by one of them old heads. Yeah, you can.
I don't even know his name. MF this, MF that.
Them people that's 80, 90 years old, they'll cuss you out, man. Trust me,
Nah,
I know them in
no.
real life.
Nah.
Grass is green on the other side, so they get over there. They were like, man, I had a bet on back over here. Let me go back.
And
Yeah,
guess
'cause
what?
Go ahead.
He ain't changed. Hey, the coach ain't changed his mind. The fighter had to come to the conclusion that this is how he is. Do you know when you get to a certain age, you don't give a fuck. When you get to a certain age, you truly don't give a fuck. If you 70 and if you in your 70s and you still coaching boxing, even if you're at the highest or the lowest level, you can look at any fighter that come in your gym. He could be the best fighter in the world at the time, and he say, "I don't like the way you treat me." You know, get the fuck out there. At 70-some years old, he ain't trying to buy no Corvette. He ain't trying to run around here meet no girls. He doing this because he love it. So if you ain't gonna do it his way, he's gonna show you the highway.
Salute that, yeah.
Leave out the door, go out the parking lot, make a left, go up 3 blocks, and get on that motherfucking sign that say 95. It'll get you all the way back home.
Yeah. I just was shocked to see him get back with Don Charles. I thought they was a good team. And it looks like they're gonna make it back working. I just hope that Don just take it a little easier on Daniel. Because he used to be cussing Daniel out.
I hope he bite down even more. Every nigga that leave the guy who made him great,
yeah,
they turn and do like a 180. They go back to who they used to be. And most of these jokers wasn't nothing but scum.
Yeah.
Boxing coaches turn most of these guys around, not just as a boxer, but in life.
Yeah, as a person, huh?
Yeah. Bernard Hopkins to me was at his most vicious when Bowie Fischer had it. When he was with Bowie Fischer.
Yeah.
Because Bowie Fischer ain't play no games. He ain't play no games. Marvin Hagler wouldn't have been the Marvin Hagler we know without the Petronelli brothers. Marvin Hagler was working a construction job with them and training in the evening.
Yeah.
It's about making men out of these dudes.
Yeah. And I just think that Don Charles, I think with everything I heard Don Charles say, he was talking about Daniel as if it was his son. It wasn't like he was even mad. He said, you know, he had to learn. Direct quote is, he had to go away from me, find out what works best for him, and I'm glad that we're able to come back together. And he said, Daniel has a better understanding of how I want to run things. I said, dang, coach, you back doing what you always do, telling Daniel what he's going to do.
I had to put my son out. My son realized it's fucked up out there in them streets. When he came back, I asked him, are you ready to do it my way? He said, yeah. And I let him walk right on past me with his head down, gone upstairs. Your room's still open. Your room's still open. Do you understand why the Russells were so great?
Yeah, they followed instruction, for sure.
Nah, they did what they were told to do. Fuck instructions. Do what you're told to do.
Yeah.
And that's a different mindset. Following instructions is, I think you're telling me the right way to do it, and it makes sense, so I'll do it that way. Doing what you told to do, I don't know if that shit right or wrong, but I'm gonna do it.
You know what I will say? One thing I learned whenever I would do it my grandma's way, I always was way more successful. Even now, I'm doing it my grandma's way, and I'm way more successful. You know, you just say whatever you want to do the opposite. Just think about what I was saying, do that.
Hey, the good brother that be on here with us. I don't like messing people's names up if I get them wrong, but he do the crane operation. If he wanted his son to be the greatest crane operator the world ever seen, his son can't do it without him.
Yeah.
So how in the hell he gonna tell me? How in the hell he gonna tell his father?
And one.
Nah, you gotta do it this way. He tell the nigga, shut up.
Hey,
What
man,
you gonna tell him? You was mean to your son when you told him shut up.
You know what? My grandpa, he made sure that I wasn't on a job with him. I couldn't wait. He got his own stuff now though. He's in the law enforcement now. So he didn't like that.
My brother Chris, man. Salute, man. Hey, I'm gonna ask you this though, man, before we go. What is it like to be rich, Price?
Get out of here, bro. I'm poor.
Hey, man, I never heard nobody getting a brand new car at no 15 years old, man.
Hey, Price. Hey, Price.
He's what? See, he wanted to see. We're not doing that tonight.
Hey, Price.
We're not doing that tonight.
Shout out to the rich,
He just mad.
We're not doing that tonight.
You know, my grandma say when I do something good, I'm gonna fry you some fish, boy.
Hey, Price, he just mad because he came home from the hospital in a cab.
That's crazy.
I definitely came home in a cab, a yellow one.
He mad at you, man. Don't let the man do that.
Nah, it's all good. It's all
Hey, shout out to my man Pride. Pride was born out of with a midwife.
Yeah,
they probably had him at the estate.
But you know what? Let me tell you something. Funny you said that shit.
Shout out to Santino.
Your mindset is the reason why niggas in the 80s got all fucked up.
Wow.
Because they made a nigga feel bad because his parents wanted him to do better than them. And the only reason them niggas felt like that is because they was doing worse than that nigga. I ain't mad at my brother. He had a family that put him in a good situation.
I ain't do nothing wrong, man. I was born like that.
Born rich, man. Nothing wrong with
rich.
If you was born rich, let me tell you something. Every nigga jealous of you. Every nigga jealous of you if you was born rich because they was born broke.
I'm about to say I didn't know it was a bad thing being rich. I thought that's what most people were striving for, to be well off. I didn't know that was a bad
Prize
thing.
isn't the well off. Prize is rich. It's a different.
Nah.
Yeah.
Being rich is different.
Hey,
you know what I said? I said I didn't know being rich was a bad thing. Most people strive to be well off. He's rich,
man.
So he's better than well off.
In BBO neighborhood, they strive to get a new car.
That's crazy.
In BBO neighborhood, they strive to get a new car. Niggas still living in the damn projects, but his car costs $100,000.
Hey,
let me tell y'all a true story.
I'm gonna tell you something. What's more impressive is the fact that he can handle being rich and still be real. Most people, when they get rich, they can't handle it.
Oh man.
Nah, they become some suckers, man. I know.
When me and Prize got that brother had the meta glasses on. What's that pretty shirt you wear to Celine?
It's $300.
Celine. You know,
everybody got meta glasses.
Bottega boots. Was it the Bottega boots? You know, this brother doing his thing.
I had on some damn Jordan ones like you did.
Hey man, don't get mad. BBO typical nigga. He know everything you had on because he wants she could put it on too. That nigga ain't fooling nobody.
That nigga ain't fooling nobody. Hey, I don't got no Celine coats. I just got that same polo Young Joe had, man. With my quarter zips.
Boy, you a wild dude.
Polo shirts, polo pants. That's it, man.
But you got polo.
I'm still dressed like polo. My grandma said, you gonna go in here, you ain't gonna look like no hood when you go in here.
Hey man, look here. No matter what you think, hey Prize, don't trip off them. Because it's all don't trip off BBO. Cause this a nigga that look at BVO with his polo on and say he rich.
Mm-hmm.
No, you know,
BVO get all the YouTube money. He be trying to act like he
here you go.
broke bitch. Like that ish be crazy to me.
I'm a poor black man trying to make it, bro. That's it. My
Nigga,
wife,
you too big to be poor. You too big to be poor. I seen poor niggas, all them skinny and tall. You too big to be poor.
These ain't no big niggas for us.
You too damn big to be poor.
I'm gonna be honest with you. He ain't lying because I ain't never seen a big dude around DC that was poor.
Never. And you wasn't even on your way to being poor. Your lips wasn't ashy.
Hey, what that dude? What did Tracy Morgan tell that dude? He said, "Can I get some?" No. Not the Tracy. Hey, cuz, what you think about Tracy Morgan not giving an old bully a dollar to eat after this dude is homeless? What do you think about that?
Man, fuck him. He used to bully Tracy Morgan. Fuck him.
The dude was homeless. Go, Jesus.
Tracy Morgan should have bit a burger and threw that bitch in the trash right in front of him.
Hey, he said, Tracy, I'm homeless. He go, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's on you.
Man. Hey, when Tracy saw that nigga, the memories from elementary school came right back. It wasn't no smile or nothing. So that shit fucked Tracy Morgan head up.
It did.
He ain't even want to stand outside no more. He hurry up and got in the car.
Hey, Tracy at least could have gave him $100 bill, bro.
Man, Tracy did exactly what a real nigga should have did. Nigga, I ain't make you homeless.
Can I get something? No. It's like he was talking to his son. No.
Yeah. That nigga must have did one of the BVO moves to him and put his head in the toilet.
That's crazy.
You know what's funny? Coach said people didn't do that. I thought people gave people swirlies and all. I thought that was normal.
Swirlies? That's crazy.
BVO, if you would have did that to somebody when I was growing up, that little motherfucker would have put 10 holes in your ass.
What for?
He would have asked you, was that fun?
No, because they did that on Saved by the Bell, Family Matters.
Yeah.
So all we'll make a dude, we'll shove his head in the toilet, then we flush the toilet.
Hey,
that's a swirly.
You done did that to one of them little niggas I grew up with. He would have said he ain't see Family Matters, but he saw New Jack City. He'd have had you walking down the street butt naked. He'd have had you walking down the street butt naked.
Hey, I learned early on if somebody try to do something to violate you, they got to handle their business, man. You got to make a choice.
They wouldn't have had to handle their business. They wouldn't have had to handle their business. You would have took your clothes off.
No, man, you got to handle your business, man.
You would have walked out of that motherfucker butt naked with your socks on.
Oh, you think I'm gonna be like my man Lou Jesse? When he say you gonna get it harder to the brother? Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you, BBO, you was an athlete, man. You was a big old athlete. You the bullied the wrong nigga back in them 80s when all them niggas was little. Oh, hey, look, what 50 Cent say? Forget a big bodyguard. I hang with pint-sized killers. You'd have put one of them niggas in the toilet. Shit. They'd have had to register you in Maryland under an assumed name.
Everybody did that back in the early 2000s, man. Everybody
had
did
to register
that.
your ass in Maryland school under assumed name.
If dudes are getting to, we'll put dudes in lockers, lock them in their locker, smack them in the back of their head. I mean, if you got a problem with it, you can catch hands after school.
Well, they wasn't gonna catch hands. Hey, a nigga would have tossed you the first bullet and said, "See if you catch the second."
You would have did that to somebody around my way, you definitely would have got clapped. 100%.
See, y'all about violence. Y'all want somebody to hurt somebody black. That's crazy.
But you ain't stuffing me in no locker and you're not gonna violate me like that, and then that's it. If we outside of school, I'm a different person outside of school.
Hey, BVO, if you'd have stuffed my little brother in the locker, I'd have punched your sister in the eye. We would have been even. I'd have punched your sister in the eye.
You told, man.
You laugh when you stuffed my brother in the lockup. Laugh. We ought to laugh together when your sister got that raccoon eye.
You told.
That's crazy.
That's cold.
Man, punched her right in the eye. and said your brother called
up, so y'all, I feel like this y'all dudes is different then, because I seen plenty of dudes get swirlies, and I seen dudes get wedgies where they almost rip dudes underwear off, man, giving somebody a wedgie, man.
And that's the reason. And that's the reason why that nigga became a killer a year later.
Yeah, that kind of stuff never happened to me. I don't know what that's like getting jumped.
I don't know what you talk about, BBO. You sound like a kid that went to the Christian school. You got touched by a preacher.
No. Basically, what it was if you had a problem with it, you got to throw hands.
Well, what if he don't want to throw hands? He want to throw lead.
They had some dudes. I remember a dude. I'll tell you a funny story. This ain't funny.
What if he want to throw 5.56? Then you gonna be looking crazy.
BBO think that shit funny. He used to do that old sucker shit, pulling somebody's drawers up to the back of their head.
Man, you do that to me. You would have did that to bro.
Anybody. Man, you got my wife sitting here in tears. She said if you'd have did that to her little brother, y'all would have been fighting.
Man,
this is my brother Chris, man. Man, I was slapping fire on the dudes, man. It wasn't no man.
Appreciate you, Chris from AZ.
Hey man, you got my wife pride in this joke, BBO.
You got Monty over there thinking somebody a bad friend.
You grew up in a different time than we did. They gonna get back. That stuff wasn't funny. That stuff wasn't funny to us.
Oh, y'all was the ones that was doing it. Tree, what you talking about? Y'all was doing
Wasn't nobody doing no shit like that, BBO. Man, who the world you think was running around pulling somebody's drawers over their head?
No, we ain't never do nothing like that.
Nobody do no weird shit like that.
None of the neighborhoods I lived in and none of the schools I went to did we do anything like that.
I remember we do stuff like, I remember dudes would leave their shoes in their locker. I seen dudes take shoes out lockers, man, fill the dude's shoes up, put them back in the locker.
That's when you went to that Catholic school to play football.
No, this is
that's when you went to that Catholic school to play football. You did not do that in your neighborhood in Cleveland. You did. I know you didn't do that. That's when they got you out the reform school and they let you go to that Catholic school where they thought you was, this big old football player. That's where they did that at. You was doing that at the Catholic school. You wasn't doing that in the city.
No, we did that in the city all the time. Dudes,
no, you didn't. You did not do that in the city.
I'll put it like this, Coach. If dudes had an issue, they can meet us on the free bus. So a lot of y'all don't know what the free bus will stop you and go around the corner from the school, and you got to walk the rest of the way. And dudes be throwing
BBO, you was the one that was pushing them white boys in the swimming pool and stuff like that.
That BBO did that.
Push the white boys in the swimming pool.
Yeah. BBO ain't telling y'all he did that when he went to Catholic school.
No, see, the thing is, y'all think somebody was scared of them black kids, man. We did what we wanted, man. What you gonna do?
Man, you did that to white boys. You ain't do that to no cat. You ain't do that to no black kids. You did that to white boys.
Man, we did that to black kids all the time. At Margaret Park. Margaret Park's closed down, though. And we go up to Cross. We go up to Cross, Prentice Park. I'm telling you,
back then, everybody mama had 6 kids in Cleveland. If you thought that the other 5 kids was going to let you do that to their brother, you got another thing coming. Even if she had 1 boy and 5 girls, them sisters will jump your ass.
Hey, I never said I didn't got chased. I didn't got chased to the bus stop before when Cass came back. I'm not going to pop like I did. I didn't got chased down before. Thanks to the grace of God, I was able to get away. But it's Cass who came back fierce over a joke. You be like, bro, I was joking. I don't care.
First of all, I mean, you said you pulled guys' underwears over their head.
No, I didn't say I did that. I said we gave dudes I seen guys.
Now I believe that now because you got to know BBO in real life. I believe him. I'm just saying.
Man, BBO lick his finger sticking in somebody's ear.
That type of stuff.
Over their head.
No, it wasn't. Totally joking, man. But that's what they would do. They give dudes.
Yes, you did. No, you did, BBO. Yes, you did. I ain't joking. I'm dead serious. You the type of dude that lick your finger and stick it in somebody's ear.
I've done that. The only time I met my macho man is when I met Miss BBO because she don't like all that stuff.
I know how BB was. I know how BBO was now growing up. BBO would watch them little TV shows and see them do stuff on TV shows. Like, man, I'm gonna do that with my friend. I know how BBO was, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
man.
BBO, that's TV. You can't do that in the hood. You can't do
You
that
know,
in the hood.
you know, every time he talk about his friends from the neighborhood, he said it was 5 of them, and they was all big, tall dudes looking like Fat Albert gang,
All them niggas
niggas
was
was
in high
terrorists.
school. They was messing with the elementary kids. They was all in high school.
Nah, he wasn't doing that. He was goofball. But
Rudy, Dumb Donald, Weird Harold, Fat Albert, Mush Mouth.
Hey, all I'll tell you is this, man. I had some losses doing that too. Like when I was outside the camp and I had hit this dude's brother, and I thought I had dunked his brother's head in the toilet. He came out fierce, like he wanted to hurt somebody, and he hit me with a 2-piece. I went down, and because he had the advantage, I got up and went home. I mean, I lost some fight.
He came out pissed like he wanted to hurt somebody. He probably did. He put his head in the toilet.
His brother walk home with his head all wet from urinary water. Cut it out.
I would be shocked if he didn't look pissed. That's what I would be shocked about.
No, he came out that school like he wanted to hurt somebody. He wasn't even in our grade doing that. But he got me. It is what I ain't gonna say I didn't get got. I got before.
No. I ain't do nothing like that.
I can say that's when I found out when somebody put a 2-piece on you, you can't stop yourself from falling. That's just
like I told you, when I went to school, all I did was go to school. I went to football practice. I went to track practice. I went to wrestling practice or basketball practice. All that other extra stuff, I didn't do that. I was a straight A student in school. I didn't do that.
People in the chat saying that. My man Chris from Arizona said me and my homies did that to people. Undy started ripping. That's what dudes would do, man. Give people wedgies, man. Purples, all that, man.
All I'm gonna say
See,
is,
y'all the typical black kids that want to try to. Y'all want to try to.
Any one of the dudes that I grew up with a wedgie, 9 times out of 10, you probably will be transferring schools.
The thing is this, Free.
100%.
You missing
under
it,
an
Free.
assumed name. You going to another school under an assumed name because niggas had cars. They'll find your ass if you are head over the border.
At 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, that's what you would do, man. And the worst they could do is they could either go get a weapon or they got a bang. That's the thing. See, y'all dudes ain't used to somebody forcing their will on you. That's what we would do back then. You got to stop me from doing what I want to do. If you don't stop me, I'm having my way. It's that simple. See, y'all not used to nobody who's going to impose their will on y'all. That's why y'all saying that. And I respect it. Everybody didn't do that. I understand that. But that's how you got to be, man. You got to impose your will on people, man. I'm not saying that's
I'd have took some air out your big ass. I wouldn't have fight you, those 6'5", 300-pound nigga. I'd have took some air out of your big ass. I'd have deflated your ass.
You gotta do that. You gotta do that, or I'm gonna have my way, coach. It's that simple.
But why would you fuck with somebody who's not even fucking with you?
I don't know.
You don't even know why you do the shit you do. You know what? That's what
I
they
don't do
made.
that stuff no more.
They made penitentiaries for tough guys just like you. You could be surrounded by all tough guys.
No, you go. You know, my aunt told my cousin when he called her from jail, she gonna say, I ain't tell you to go to no gated community. Don't call my phone. Hung up on it. I have some cold people around me, man. I have some cold people, but I get it, man. Y'all didn't grow up with nobody who was gonna impose their will on y'all. I get it.
Nobody was looking to impose their will on somebody in regular life. You got problems, man.
I grew up in an era, you impose your will on somebody, you might not be living the next day.
You said what?
I grew up in an era where you try to impose your will on somebody, you might not be living the next day.
I think we the only ones that grew up in that era because BVO damn show did a little crazy ass.
No, I was just bigger than a lot of people when I was young, and that's what we did. I'm not saying
Hey,
it was
Coach,
right.
one of the brothers in the chat, and shout out to Brother Dank Father, said that Jalil signed with Zufa.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
So
Shout
there
out
you
to
have it,
Dan
my brother.
Rainfield for putting that out. But I get what y'all saying, man. I just grew up in a time where it was gladiator school. If you was a man, you had to use your fists. We didn't do all that talking. We didn't do no arguing. I never seen dudes have an argument when I was growing up. If an argument is me putting hands on, that's an argument.
That's because all you 6'5" dudes, y'all thought y'all was either Andre the Giant or y'all was Goliath. All the small dudes was not gonna keep being David for y'all. No, they wasn't gonna keep doing that. They went and got some equalizer shit. They had to throw some perm on, like relaxer niggas and put some straightener on that shit.
That's crazy. That was crazy.
I tell you the truth. I had grabbed this dude by the throat.
Why you always violent?
No, I had grabbed this dude by the throat. We was at the basketball court. Next thing I know, he got like two dudes with him. They're trying to jump somebody. I had to get up out of there.
Yeah,
I turned to Carl Lewis.
Well, Brother Dank said, "Congratulations, Coach, to you and your son."
Nah, appreciate that, man. We hope to do some big things, man.
Yeah,
Step
I think
one
that's
is
good.
getting signed. Step 2 is beating ass.
Yeah, this Sunday, Dank.
I'm
Dank Father, if you don't know, we got the fight coming up Sunday. What time? What time on
6.
West Coast time? So that's West Coast time.
No, it'll be 6 our time.
Nah, hey, I'm gonna tell a person a hell of a real story off of this.
Mm-hmm.
The West Coast produces television. The East Coast runs television. That's why everything is always showed on East Coast time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I'm shocked that you D-free, Coach. Y'all was in DC. Y'all dudes wasn't fighting in DC. Stop, man. I don't believe that.
They was killing back then. What are you talking about?
As kids?
So they wasn't Philly.
It ain't been a fair one in 50 years. What are you talking about?
For real.
Man, my cousin was like my big brother. And I went and followed him and did everything he did. I'm probably 7, 8 years old, ripping and running. Know my grandmother gonna whoop me when I get back in there. But I'm glad she had that approach to me, and I wish I wasn't so hard-headed, because he graduated from high school, and 3 months later he was in the penitentiary with a murder.
Yeah,
niggas didn't do wasn't no fisticuff going on back then. They was killing.
Well, I take that back. Y'all was from DC. It was
the reason. People like you was the reason they created gangs.
What?
We would
crazy.
We wouldn't have never had gangs.
That ain't right, Joe. That ain't it.
If it wasn't for them big old dudes trying to bully somebody, and then they ride. Look, BVO said it. They ride the bus with you to your neighborhood, slap you out on your block. After it happened to 3 niggas, they created a gang. And the next time you rode the bus, they jumped your ass.
Like girls. I done had some girls do that, man.
They ain't mind what you called them. The first time you went home with a black eye. The second time was a broken arm. The third time they told your mother come pick your body up.
See, it's just like when you be in the youth authority and them punks got them I ain't gonna say what they call, but they got those pin cushions and they think somebody's scared. Ain't nobody scared of that. We gotta bang. You pull it out, you pull it out.
That's why I stay
You big niggas scared of them pin cushions.
That's why I stay cool with everybody, and that's why everybody rock with me, and that's why I can go anywhere I want, and nobody do nothing to me.
Man, Prize, you my man. But if you would have grew up on the east, on the west side, man, dude would have slapped fire. Dude would have slapped fire out of you, man, just because.
If you first of all, I would have been strapped up, so that definitely wasn't going to happen. Second of all, if you would have grew up where I grew up at, but they would have beat you up too.
No, not at no 13, 14, you ain't gonna be that way.
Man, you grew up where I grew up in Durham, back in Durham, North Carolina, they would have tore your ass up. And then when I turned 19 and moved to Philly, you already know what time it is out here.
So they're gonna leave the fields picking cotton all day.
Man,
and
look,
come do something. Man, get out of here, man.
Yeah, all right.
Stop.
Them big country boys are coming to put you down.
Man, they get beat dead.
Man, you
Nah,
crazy, man.
they worse in the South.
They because you know why? It's easier to get firearms. That's why.
Yeah,
Hey, you grew up in that Raleigh Durham area.
For sure. I grew up in Durham, Bull City.
How old were you when you came to Philly?
19 turning 20.
What year was that?
Right before the Trade Center. So it was like 2001.
Okay, so you was down there in the
basically, I tell you like this:
late 80s, early 90s.
When I first moved up here, the first thing I did was start building the Eagle Stadium. Lincoln Financial wasn't built yet, so that was my first job.
You was down there in the late 80s, early 90s.
And I was back and forth all my life.
Durham.
Well, I was born in Philly, and then my grandfather took me to North Carolina, but I was back and forth. I went to kindergarten in Philly. I went to like kindergarten, first grade. Then I went back down to North Carolina. So from like first grade to like 19, 20, I was down in the Durham, Raleigh area, Greensboro, Charlotte, Fayetteville.
Oh, I know. Hey, Slim, I know. I caught one of my charges down there. I was on the road with my shit. And
you got pulled, didn't you?
I used to fuck with some good dudes down there, but they was very wild dudes. They had I don't know if you remember years ago, it was a group of dudes called the Mustang Gang.
I might be a little young for that.
Man, them niggas was doing heinous shit. And I used to think them country niggas was country. They was country, but they'd do some shit to you that niggas in the city ain't thought of yet.
Because it wasn't nothing to do.
Yeah, them niggas was wild. Them country
we
niggas.
Couldn't walk to the corner stores and stuff like that. We couldn't.
You know what's funny though about y'all saying that? See, this is the thing that's how I grew up. This was Gladiator School. Shout out to Kojak, God rest his soul, Buddy Yo. Man, when we was growing up, dudes threw hands. I remember it was this movie called Fight Club that came out, and we just be in the middle of the parking lot just throwing hands, man. Like that's what we did. And you'll
see some hands get thrown in school, but outside of school, man, niggas. When I was growing up, niggas was busting, bro. Niggas wasn't throwing no hands no more.
Hey, BVO, that shit was wild down there when I was down there, man. Cause if you fuck with one motherfucker down there, and I learned that shit was crazy. You ask the nigga what his name is first, because if like you familiar with Vance County?
Yeah.
Man, Roy Hill, Vance County, all that shit, Colorweed.
Small.
That shit named after a family. I found that shit out when I was, man, them niggas was Vances, Colorweeds, Proctors, Roy Hills. Man, if you fuck one of them up, shit, their cousin coming, he might be the fucking sheriff.
Yeah.
You ain't just fucking them up, man. You ain't just fucking them up.
Growing up down where I was at, man, it was a lot of people my age that didn't make it. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
and I was around them.
Your ass. Them niggas was crazy.
I can't believe y'all wasn't fighting as kids growing up.
We did fight as kids, but when we got 16, 15, 16, 17, old enough to drive, it's over.
16, 17, I was already doing the right thing. I'm talking about 10, 11, 12, 13.
Oh, now, yeah, we wasn't getting no hands on no strap in no 10 and 11, yeah.
That's what I'm telling y'all. So y'all would have got beat up.
No, nobody was going to do, not me and my boys. It was like Coach said.
I knew what BVO was saying.
It was too many of us. It was too many of us. We would have pounced on your ass like a lion and a gazelle. I promise you. It was too many of us. It was like 10 of us. For real, close friends. And I'm talking about 10 of us where each of us mothers know each other, then been out, hung out, they hang out. You know what I mean? It was like 10 of us. We would have strolled you out.
Dog. We would have
crazy. And then when we got our hands on that cold steel, it was really over.
Hey,
you better ask about us.
At 10, 11 years old, I can call my sister right now. If you'd have did something to me and I couldn't get back at you, I'd have made my sister beat your sister half to death. And she wouldn't have never knew it was coming. She'd have just punched her in the face off the rip. She wouldn't have knew it was coming. I can call my sister right now.
That's
and
dirty,
say,
man.
Tab, if a nigga would have did something to me and I couldn't get back at his ass, and he had a sister in your class, what was gonna happen? She gonna get the shit beat out of her.
I'll say this, man. When I was 10, this is 2000. I was 10, 2001, I was 11, 12, 13, 14. Man, we was little like that, man. We was causing havoc, man. We just walk up to dude, man. This is back when they used to like slap dudes. Like we walk up, slap dudes, man. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. And like we used to call them boy band dudes, like a dude like under 5'8", slap his ears off, damn to do something. You know what I mean? You know, we was like 5, 10, and 10 years old. So it was like, I don't know. I ain't proud of that, but it was a lot of fun as a kid. Yeah,
at that age, yeah, you know. But me and my boys, we was chilling. We wanted to hoop and play football and basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Guess what? You would have got slapped while you was playing.
By who?
That's what we would have did.
No, you would have did.
You think I didn't walk on a basketball court and come slap a dude?
I don't care how big you was. Me and my boys, we didn't have no back. Now you ain't gonna slap nobody. We playing football. You slap somebody, we gonna be out there rumbling. Win, lose, or draw. That's the thing about me and my friends. We don't care if we.
So what happens when y'all lose?
I'm from the old school. I don't care.
So when y'all lose, guess what? You getting a swirly.
If somebody, man, we gonna be out there rumbling. You crazy.
Getting a swirly. I'm telling
you. If somebody at the basketball court slap me, we gonna fight. And if I lose, then I lose. That's what's wrong with these new niggas. They can't lose a fight.
Man, pride. I even had it to me when I was young. When I was little, it be dudes that be at the bar street. They'll strangle you, man, for nothing.
First of all, I was too good at basketball for anyone of them to do anything to me.
At the free breakfast, so you didn't go to stuff like this. They used to have free lunch in the summer. They used to have free breakfast and lunch in the summer. At the free lunch, dudes was getting hands put on them at the free lunch, bro. You never
at the free lunch,
that, man.
And don't tell me what I experienced. When I was at the free lunch, ain't nobody do nothing to me.
So you went to the free lunch with the poor kids in the projects. You knocked on the door.
That's who I hung out with.
They got you a cold box lunch.
There was nobody to hang out with in my neighborhood, except for my boys. And they didn't live where I lived at. Maybe one or two of them, but the rest of them no. But other than that, yeah, I went to the free lunch because I was with them. So I'm in there. What you mean?
Hey.
Bugging.
I'll put like this, but now open up a can of worms, man. Shout out to Coach, man.
And then when I went there, you know what happened? You know what happened to me? Nothing.
I just have a hard time believing you could do that. You can come to the free.
And that's what we had kids, bro.
We had dudes that had a little better life, had a couple cheese on them. That means when we go to the store, you buying everybody something, or we beating you. It's just how it was, man. Well, you ain't gonna walk around us with a pocket full of money. You gonna buy
I was walking, and you know what? And I was probably somebody young boy, and you better not do nothing to him. Don't look at him. Don't say nothing to him. He cool.
Hey, that's all it was.
Yeah, all right. See that, and that's where you would have got clapped when you got 16, 17, 18, because now you messing with the older guys.
I wasn't doing it at that age. I was doing it at
when I was 12,
oversized 10-year-old. So they would have got you. You was an oversized 10-year-old.
When I was 14 and 15, you couldn't do nothing to me. Them 18-year-old boys wasn't taking my chains and my Averex coats and stuff. They wasn't touching me because they knew, that's such and such young boy. Oh, he cool with them. Oh, it's this, that, the third.
10, 11, 12, bro. I would dare you to wear an Averex jacket around me, bro.
You wouldn't have did nothing.
Dare you?
Even if you would have beat me up, you wouldn't have been able to fit the coat for one. But even if you would have beat me up,
I'm gonna take the coat and draw it in the mud.
All right.
And
then you know what?
That's what we.
And then in the next day, and then in the very next day at school, we're gonna embarrass you. It might not be the very next day because I'm devious. I like to plot it out and catch you off guard. You know what I mean? Then we're gonna drag you through the mud. You feel me? And then you know what? And then the best part about it is I'ma still have another coat. Cause I'm like, Mom, they took my coat. You know what I mean? I got another coat.
Hey, I got 2 pairs of shoes a year, and I got 1 coat.
Man, but I went and got my own coat.
This is all what Brother Bernard started, man. That's what the bad kids did in Cleveland, unfortunately, man. They didn't listen.
That's why I love that we come from different parts of the world, so we can express and share our, life.
I will say this though. I will say this.
Dope.
The sad thing is, a lot of the people that I grew up with are no longer here, and I just thank God that I was able to make it out. I say that. I really do, man. I thank God I was able to have a lot of fun as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have no bad childhood. I used to go to Toys R Us, but I just like to mess with people as a kid. One time I was hanging out with some dudes. My grandma said, "I thought you was over there making friends. You over there messing with people."
Man, I'm glad that I grew up the way I grew up too. I had a great time. I experienced both,
Hey,
the best of both
it's
worlds, bro.
hard not to have a good time when you're rich. Shout out to Cheek, man.
But there's been times where I've been poor as a mofo, bro, and I just been down on my last, bro. And I don't know how I'm gonna pay my mortgage and all
I'm
kind of
not
shit.
talking about as an adult. I'm talking about as a kid. You was papered up.
No, as a kid, I got what the hood kids got because I used to like to hang out there. So my mom, I probably get like maybe 2 or 3 pair of shoes a year, maybe 2. A couple outfits. After a while, I got tired of it, so I went and got my own Avirex. I went and got my own Jordans. I went and got my own stuff.
Man, don't let BVO feel like you gotta be ashamed to have it bread.
Man, I ain't ashamed. BVO know everything about me, bro. He know everything about me.
I wish, hey, if I could grab your granddaddy and you wanted to grab my situation, I would have damn sure trained.
But you know, see, BVO be trying to act like I ain't never been through nothing. That's the part that triggers me. It's not that okay, I grew up the way I grew up. Cool. There's nothing I could do about that. I had everything. There's nothing I could do about that. That's what God's plan. That's not my plan. But BVO act like I ain't never been through nothing because of that. When I was one of them kids, when you'd be like, oh, why the rich kid? You got everything. Why you not doing this? Why you getting in trouble? Why is this? Why is that happening? And you don't understand why, because I'll have more fun hanging out with his goofy ass people like BVO doing stuff to people, you know what I'm saying, than chilling and being regular and chilling with my video games and just chilling in my crib. I'd rather go troll people and do a BVO, pull wedgies up and put somebody's face in the mud or strip somebody's shoes. Or my favorite thing was a steal. I would love to steal sound systems. That was my thing. You know what I mean? I would love to steal. I wouldn't go as far as would I.
See, I never did none of that.
See, I did all
worse,
that.
Coach.
I go to the firearm show and come out with 3 or 4 cold steals. Easy. I love to steal, and everybody liked me because I had everything that you want. Most of the time, I had most of the stuff you wanted. You know what I mean? Because nobody was gonna do that to me.
Like Cold Steel too, Steel Reserve.
That's crazy. He put it in the freezer. I would do that and chill regularly.
I'm like Coach, man. As long as I got me a Miller Lite, I'm like Billy D. I'm laid up. No, Coke 45. My better Coke 45.
Me and my boys, we'll leave your Honda Accord on brakes. You heard back in the day. That's real talk. I'll put the rims on my car and drive in front of you, and you ain't gonna do nothing to me because I'm with me and my friends. You ain't gonna do nothing. You know I got the system. Everybody said, "Oh well, yeah, I got the system. What you gonna do about it? Nothing."
My whole thing was this.
Tell your parents to buy you another one.
It ain't right. It ain't right, but I looked at the world as my playground as a kid, and I used to have this feeling of if you got something to say, stop me. And be honest with you, that's what got me in trouble. I have to be honest with you. And even now,
I'm a civilian.
Even now as a guy, I gotta remember, like, you can't have your way. I'll tell you what, there's a famous line that Currency had about a guy. He said, I seen the biggest niggas get beat senseless by little women. The famous story of Mike Tyson and Robin Givens. I could say I really know that now because I got a little 5'1" chick who would step to the kid and he'd be like, dang. And you love her, so you just got to take it sometimes. So shout out to my wife and shout out to everybody who understand that when you're a big guy and you just having your way, that's just what we did back then in the early 2000s. We just made you stop me, man. I'm going to impose my will on you. What you going to do if I don't?
See, y'all was the first ones to fall back around my way. It was always the big niggas like Fat Cat and them. They was the first one to fall because they was so big and beating everybody up and just strong armor they got tired of them, so they got rid of them.
Hey, you know what we would do, Coach? Say you come out with your bag, or I don't know if you remember Fruity. We used to get like the Fruities and the paper bag. I'm grabbing your whole paper bag. We come out the candy store.
Man, yeah, did, man. You would have got cooked messing with me and my boys.
No, I would have grabbed your whole. I would have grabbed all yours.
You know why I know it wouldn't have been like that?
And I would have drunk your Arizona.
It wouldn't have been enough of y'all. It was too many of us. It was like 10 or 11 of us every day. You know what I mean?
But one get punished, it kind of let everybody know to chill.
Nah. And we had strong niggas too. We had football players and athletes, and we had big niggas too. So. Man, niggas wasn't messing with us, man.
Hey, you my man, 100 grand. I'll just say this, man. I love you. Nothing you can do about it.
We would have cooked you. We would have took your bum ass Jordans off your feet. cut the laces and give them
See,
back
I
to
wasn't
you.
wearing Jordan back then. I was wearing K Swiss.
Man, we would have took your K Swiss and
I ain't had no Jordan money. We had K Swiss.
when I had K Swisses, you guys know how to dress.
We had Sauconys. You probably never heard of those.
No, I ain't never rock no sauce monies now. I ain't go there.
Sauconys, New Balance. That's what we wore in the neighborhood.
Now I rock some newbies, but no sauce monies though. Them sauce monies is out of the. That's not happening.
I'd have poured some water on your K Swiss and watch the line come across the front.
Right, he wouldn't have did nothing but get smoked.
I would have poured some more.
You know how many big niggas we didn't beat up?
You know what used to make me mad about the K Swiss, coach? Man, they always came in white only. That's why I hate white shoes now to this day, because they only came in white.
And my girl that I'm with now, I beat her baby daddy up. We beat him up back in the day. You know what I mean? Whooped his ass. Now what?
Yeah, sounds good.
He'll tell you. He'll tell you. He'll get him on the phone. He'll tell you.
I heard he gave you an uppercut from hell.
Man, don't let my size fool you. I ain't no gangster though. I'm a family man. I'm a civilian. I don't do none of that stuff.
That's my guy, man. You know, he the
that's
baddest
old stuff that I'm talking about.
5'6" dude I've ever met.
I ain't 5'6". I'm a little bit bigger than that. But I ain't knowing nothing though.
You ain't no bigger than 5'6". Man. You about 5'6".
Man, I ain't knowing nothing. When you see me, it's love. It's what's up, what's good, how's your life, how's your family. I'm a civilian now. I don't partake in none of that.
You always a civilian, man. You didn't even go to the youth authority as a kid.
You was a civilian. What coach say you was in Catholic school beating up the white boys, throwing them in the sink and stuff.
They knew I could play football and they gave me a break.
You ain't went to school. You ain't went to school with nobody. You was a star, a 5-star athlete. You ain't went to school with no real niggas. Nah, nigga, that was in the 8th, 9th grade. Nigga, you was in there. You went all your whole career as your transition to a teenager. You was in the good schools.
Cranfield.
Get out of here, bro. You was a high pro. Because I know my son tried to be tough, and I'd be like, you went to what's it called? Paul 6. Stop playing around. You ain't in nowhere.
It sound good. Like I said, you never been to the free lunch line, man.
Man, I've been to the free lunch line, and I got the. I used to like the peanut butter. I used to like the peanut butter sandwich. I don't know what kind of peanut butter it was.
I know you weren't there. They had peanut butter bars. They ain't had no sandwiches.
No. We had sat down North Carolina. It was the sandwiches, and it was like this kind of pasty peanut butter. It wasn't like your average peanut butter. It was super thick, bro. I mean, thick beyond. It was
with the
crazy.
Jelly.
Man, it was we ain't had no jelly. It was just peanut butter, nigga.
Stop being proud of being poor. Stop being proud of being poor. That's the nigga problem. Niggas always want to.
I know, but those sandwiches was good.
Stop being proud of being poor.
Nah, it's not. I'm not proud of that. I'm just proud of being them sandwiches was good as hell.
BBO, stop being proud of being poor.
Oh, BBO. He's talking about BBO.
And Prize, go kiss your granddaddy on the forehead and say I was blessed for being rich.
Every time I see my grandfather, we hug and we show love. There's not a time that and our birthdays, we both Capricorns. Like,
how can't you thank the man who did it all, man? Shout out to Chief,
I can't. I talk to my grandfather all the time. I talk to my grandparents every day, or at least my grandmother. And they know, and they proud of me. And they happy the way I'm turning out. They don't got to come visit me nowhere. I take care of my kids and I do the best I can, bro.
That's that bullshit, Prize. That's that bullshit.
That's real.
You talk to grandma every day, but you talk to grandma every day, but grandpa the one made the family rich. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit.
Nah. My grandmother is the one, is the mastermind behind all of it. Because without her, he wouldn't have been able to put it together. He wouldn't have been able to put it together like that. He probably have been okay and cool, but he wouldn't have what he have if it wasn't for my grandmother. He had a good queen.
No great man gonna do without a good wife.
Right.
He never said mama don't help. What are you talking about?
You know, my grandfather hasn't never seen one of his paychecks in 40 years. He hasn't seen one. He doesn't know what they do. My grandmom get the check and then she masterminds everything. He don't know. He just get the money. He don't know how to.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's what most successful guys did.
You know why he could do successful like that? Because the generation before your granddaddy, the man didn't know how to read. So the woman knew how to read in the household. So she actually made sure they bought a house, made sure they owned a house.
My
and he
grams
just
is the
went to
one.
work.
She's the one that is the mastermind. She's the real person you should want to interview if you want to interview somebody. She's the one that she's the matriarch. So she's the one that put it all together. She's 10 years older than my grandpa. You know what I'm saying? So, but my grandmother is the one that made it all happen. Now, my grandfather went and got the money. That's what we supposed to do. All of us, all of us that come up on this panel, we go get our money. But the women is the one that put it together. The grandmothers
that's a
and the
fact.
mother, they the ones that know how to be like, all right, well, you can't do this, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's the woman you got.
Because a man, I'll be cool with sleep on the futon and have a fridge
Right.
full of cold drinks.
Right.
A woman inspire you to get a doggone kingdom, man. So I get what you're saying, but
No, it's a fact.
On that note, man, shout out to my man Prize, aka Richie Rich. You know, he's doing this thing, man. You know, he don't like being called Manager Calvin, so we don't do that no more.
I don't manage nothing. You know what I mean? No, yeah. Manager Calvin is crazy.
Just when I thought you couldn't be no more horrible, you go to a new
Wait,
level.
didn't they make him rich on the new commercials? Ain't he like the CEO now?
Nah, they can't upgrade Calvin. Calvin a rich nigga. Calvin a rich nigga, but they can't upgrade Calvin, man. Every nigga in the hood still say I'd rather be broke than be Calvin.
That's crazy.
You know, Calvin's girl get beat up. Calvin, he upstairs up there on the payphone.
Yo, when your car getting repoed,
I'm trying to get some help.
And you get them eviction letters.
Calvin girl don't get beat up. Shit, remember Calvin girl had 2 babies by the dope boy. So before she got with Calvin, that motherfucker had to get a life sentence. Calvin waited until he got a life sentence.
You know what it was about Calvin? I don't think it was just that what he did for a living. I think that it was just like how corny it was him. Like, cause BBO always say money can't unlame a lane. Like, you can't unlame a lane. And like Jay-Z said, you was what you was before you got here. So whatever you turned out to be, you was what you was before you got here, bro.
That's right. Money don't do nothing but enhance the person you really are.
Yeah.
So if you a jerk, you just an enhanced jerk. If you a good dude, you an enhanced good dude.
And see, I've been a good dude all my life, and that's why I never been jumped. I never been a lot of bad stuff that happened to people. It hasn't happened to me, and I've been in the trenches too. So
girly men.
That's what BBO like, hanging around them girly men, them girly boys.
Hey, big BBO, I bet not see you out with none of your coworkers and one of them dudes got a pocketbook.
No.
They one of them dudes that wear them pouches. What them Jones call them little strap shoulder?
What a mess!
That's the European man bag.
Yeah.
Hold on. It ain't registered. He said, nigga, it still ain't registered.
It ain't registering, man.
Them European man bags y'all like to carry.
I don't like them.
No, that's that rich stuff, man, where they wear like Celine and all those pretty clothes. You know, I just wear stuff
you
jealous
for real. You jealous for real.
No.
You know all the name. You know all the name of that shit. Yeah. If you was a little smaller and a little richer, you be dressing just like the rest
I don't be knowing
days.
the names of it, Coach. If I like a shirt, I like the shirt.
I learned that all from my man Prize, man.
And then BVO be like, "Oh, you got on Celine." Then I got to go Google what my kind of shirt is.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie. He told us what that stuff was, man, because he put some sloppy Joe mix on it one time. So, not my. I can't remember what it was, but. On that note,
like them shirts is like $5,000.
Hey, we know you lying about that, BVO, because rich people don't eat sloppy jokes.
Yeah, I don't do that. That's crazy.
Don't eat sloppy Joe.
Sloppy Joes, I don't know.
Don't let BVO do that.
Then my stomach might be. No, I like sloppy Joes. The reason I don't eat them because they do me so greasy, bro. Even the ones with the good buttered bun, you know, you put the butter on the bun and you make it real good.
Man, Pride, you do this,
nigga, keep God in your life. Fuck.
Look, now come on, you put some onions in
Hey,
it.
Brian, you had sloppy prime beef. You talking about them good
Nah,
rolls? Nah.
I'm talking
You
about
had
the
sloppy prime beef, Jack.
I'm talking about the one out the can. You put you chop up some onions and put the onions in it, and
Hey,
then
you get that real sloppy, Joe.
man,
You just got the bread ends out there,
nah,
motherfucker.
it's regular
Out
Wonder
that
Bread.
sunbeam bread. You got the bread ends.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
I'm talking about
That's
the
what he got.
regular Wonder Bread, dog,
No,
and
that's
then
no.
that
He ain't have
sloppy Joe.
no Wonder
And then
Bread.
you notice what you now got Wonder Bread right now. I don't change, nigga. I like Wonder Bread. What's wrong?
Man,
Hey,
that's Sir. He
Slim.
got Sir Lee sitting up there, man. Stop.
Most
When we was young,
rich
we used to
people.
have all the ends
Look,
off
for
the
real,
sunbeam jump.
most rich people, they them white people, them rich ones, right? They be having like nice banging cribs, and when you go outside, what they got outside? Honda Civics, like a Hyundai, like Sonata, some ish like that, bro. They ain't on nothing. It's the same thing. Don't get it twisted. I'm not gonna go buy $50 bread or $60 water because I can. No, that's stupid. I'm gonna go buy the stuff that I like. Wonder Bread, nigga. You tripping?
Girly men. Girly men.
You tripping? I'm still looking for the 3 for $6 Red Bulls. Whatever.
Oh, I forgot to show you this one, Coach. This is going with Uncle Glaze.
My man, BBO Boxing, LLC. What's up, man? Salute to you, man. Salute to you, man.
Salute to Uncle Glaze. But on that
How
note,
much you
man,
pay for
man. Get out of here. Shout out to Uncle Glaze, man. Shout out to Fort Greene, man. This brother crazy, man. That's what I say about
And so
Bernard.
let me ask, what's wrong with the blacks?
They hip to your
What?
game. They hip to your game. That's what's wrong.
One day
with
I
it.
want to interview Jesse Lee Peterson, man. Shout out to Jesse, man. One of my favorite, man. But we out of here, y'all. Peace.
You know I'm a big Ohio nigga. A lot of niggas know me in Ohio and they love me in Ohio, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you